Hello, everyone! Welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for Eberron. Over the past. How long have we not played? Did we play last week? We did play last week. It feels like forever. It always feels like forever when we don't play, to be honest. I feel like I've just been having a slow week because lots of plans of mine have been getting cancelled very last minute. Um, but yeah, we're back. We did very small roleplay. Eris had a little interaction with his cuz Yuri, asking about the excellence, learning that in fact only some of the most important carriages have this anti-magic going on, and not all the carriages. So that's interesting. And Willow had a moment. I want to say I forgot most of it as well, and I cannot check because I'm recording the face cams.
Yeah,
But
we do more.
yes, and also someone had a moment with Lucar before, I feel like. That was early in the week. Was that
Also
That
also
was
Dumar.
Dumar.
Also
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dumar.
Dumar had a moment with a lot of people apparently.
Yes. And then Willow went to find Dumar, and they had a little heart to heart where they're both worried about what's going to happen. Aren't we all? And then Willow ended up leaving, and Dumar fell to his knees praying, and then was approached by an old lady who said, "Are you having trouble with your girlfriend?" And I was like, "No, it's not like that." And as he turned to face her, it turned out to be Wiz, and she was like, "Oh shit, it's you. Okay, never mind." And they had another little heart to heart where we're sort of in the middle of this heart to heart that you're having with Wiz, where she keeps trying to sort of figure out what's going on, and apparently she knows that some more dragons are coming. And she's just trying to ask the same question in different ways. And her very last thing was, I found in the past that if you ask the same question in different ways, sometimes you'll come up with a new answer that you hadn't considered before. And yeah, it's night in Salvation. You see the sort of the lights are on, some pyres are lit throughout some of the camps where people are just taking a breather after the excitement of earlier today. Some people of our party might be on the ship, some people of our party might be out in the city, but Dumar finds himself sort of in this little bit secluded area, sitting next to Wist, who sat down on the ground next to you. Who do we turn to? She says.
I wish I knew. At this point, it feels like we have to face it. Just face it and pray for the best.
You don't have to face it alone. Like, they want your box, right? They want your oracle.
Yeah, we have some idea what to do about it, but it will either work great or backfire real badly for us, and there really is no telling what the outcome will be.
So what's so special about your oracle anyway?
You know, the thing that it can beat out the verses of the Draconic Prophecy.
Mm.
I think that is like unique.
Okay, well, did it spit a verse that could help you?
Maybe. I mean, it's all very confusing because we've heard the same four verses and they've been interpreted many times. And every time when we heard a new version of it, we thought like, yes, that makes perfect sense and this should be it. And then it turns out that it was not, in fact, not it.
Well, like I said, Destiny is dumb and fate is fake. So, what was it? Maybe we can figure it out. Why it's dumb and why it's wrong and why we're gonna change it.
Well, the prophecy we got first that just seems like it's following us. Wait, do I have this in my notes? That's a great question. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through my notes. I feel like I could recite that this one, but it's probably gonna be wrong. Um, the silver flame flickers. Oh, the silver light flickers in the grip.
Something. Okay, yeah, continue. We're figuring it out. Something silver flame.
In a green light. It flickers in the green light. And a king of steel rises bold to the north.
King of steel. King of steel.
Or king of green.
Oh.
There's something steel in there.
Mm.
And then about all eyes turning up to the sky blue.
Like that girl.
Yeah, that's what we thought. I mean, at first, what we thought, and then we found a paint, an explosive paint that was called sky blue, and then apparently everybody wanted the girl sky blue, but then quickly lost interest as they found out about the paint. But I don't know what the paint is matter anymore. And
Well, did you talk about the girl about
the
this? Did you talk with the
girl
girl
also doesn't know
about
whether
this?
that's she or not her. And yeah, I mean, recently she felt like that is not her, but I'm still not giving up that hope.
So have you explained what the current problem is, or are you just assuming she knows?
I feel like we explained that to her. I mean, she's been pretty involved. I think she got kidnapped about it.
Right, but currently, like, does she know that all these other dragons are coming? Because I heard it from the Civis message station, because I was maybe infiltrated as a novice in the Civis message station. Don't mention this to them. But they were, like, making calls that their dragons have been spotted in the south, and one of them is a green one, so maybe that's your king guy.
Oh yeah, we are pretty sure that is the king guy. That part we had figured out. Dragons are coming, and the bolt of steel is like all of his puppets or
Oh.
whatever they are.
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Alright.
That's the only part that we are sure of.
Sky blue. Sky blue. Mm.
And then sky blue. Recently, I'm just thinking, what if it's easier than we always thought, and sky blue is just going to be the sky that the dragons are going to come from?
I don't know. It feels a bit too easy.
Like literally look up. Oh fuck, there's the dragons, and the sky is blue. You said it yourself. Fate and destiny is dumb. Maybe it's dumb enough to just call sky blue and call it a day. Maybe they needed a rhyme. I don't know.
Does it rhyme?
I'm not a smart
Because
guy.
what you said didn't rhyme.
Oh no, I know.
Okay, but did it rhyme though? Because that might be important.
I feel like I'm missing a verse here.
I don't know.
Uh,
Like, if you trust me with more of your shit, I might have known, but, you know. Try listening when I can, but you guys are very secretive about your shit.
I know I've been told a bunch of times to trust no one, and then turns out that people that have been telling us to trust no one were in fact the ones that we should have not trust. So let's all learn the hard way.
Cool. Hey, I heard that your changeling friend was looking for me. Do you know why?
He was looking for you?
I heard it from one of my little birds.
Oh yeah, no, I actually don't know. I know he was tripping at some point today. Maybe I don't know. I'm really starting to
Like
worry that
during the
because of
dragon fight? No, he was tripping.
no before that. Oh no, that was his normal self during the dragon fight.
Cool.
he was tripping before.
I've never seen a changeling that can grow wings, so that's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool. Maybe you should talk to him if he was looking for you. He's not the type to just bug random people about random things.
Thing is, I know what he looks like, but he's a changeling, so he could look like anything.
I mean, I can arrange a meeting for you two. I know both of you, and I know how to contact him.
You know how to contact me, just drop on your knees and pray.
Oh yeah, apparently if I start crying, that summons you. Are you sent by the gods, by the way? Maybe that's like their ways of helping me.
Did you ask for change?
If a change means a nice afternoon without the threat of death in a calm place, then yeah, I guess I did.
You know that calm doesn't exist without chaos.
Yeah, I feel like I had enough chaos for the rest of my life. Thank you. I'm ready for that. calm part now.
Maybe they send me here to channel your chaos.
I don't think I can afford chaos right now.
Well, one last suggestion. Maybe they send me here to take your chaos so that you have calm. Don't you already feel a lot better?
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Maybe you're just saving face for yourself. No, I get it. You'll cry later. I gotta say, Salvation is a great town, but they don't have a shrine to your god. You're always welcome at the shrine to my god. You know that, right?
Can you repeat that because my internet cut you out?
Mm. Even though Salvation doesn't have a shrine to your god, it does have a shrine to my god. So you're always welcome at my shrine. You know that, right?
Thank you.
And like, your gods kind of hate my god, but my god is pretty tight. So he will totally deliver the message for you if you need.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like the right way. But thank you, I'll keep that in mind.
You know it. You know how to find me. And she gets up and she turns into a different old woman than the one that she approached you as. She's like, "No, I must be off, dearie. Enjoy your evening."
Thank you.
Oh, and say hi to your little girlfriend.
My husband says hi.
No, not that one. The tree.
The tree. What tree?
Oh, it took me like a second.
What tree?
A willow tree, Martina. Good job. Doing great.
Great start, guys.
I will. He's gonna sit there for a couple more minutes, gathering his thoughts before heading back to Hurricane, I believe.
You see it circling over town. You would probably have your source sled with you.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know where everyone else is at this moment.
Well, Nyx would be in the game room on the Hurricane.
So the thing is, I was gonna say Kiori and Yuri are both also in the game room, and Kiori is passionately explaining how Pathfinder works to Yuri. So you're welcome to be there for this.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on one of the couches, mats, pillows, just resting and listening, just observing.
Now I wish I had memorized this speech that Brennan Lee Mulligan gave about the game capitalism. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I will share the TikTok if you didn't, where he's like, "So the game has already started and you're already losing." It's like, it's capitalism. Uh, Kara's just passionately explaining Pathfinder. Um, do you want to have any specific interactions or chats, Nix?
Well, at this point, I mean, this was a big part of mental healing, the dragon killing. So I would just assume he's feeling more exhausted than months together of traveling. So he would fall away, sleep a little awake, and just observing, just resting for today, because tomorrow will be hell again. So if somebody would just talk around him, he will sometimes just give a remark or a half a reaction and then fall asleep again. That kind of state.
Sure. And Eris, I believe, was looking for everyone. What
Yeah,
happened
he
to
probably
Eris?
is just he's probably just running around trying to find somebody, but he's just not finding them as they're just chilling and going wherever.
Sure. And Vaughn?
Van is in his workshop and repairing Mac B because he finally did survive one battle, so he needs to repair him, not construct him from new.
Nice. Alright, and Willow, after leaving Dumar?
Should probably first go talk to Fleur and then check up with Lauren how she's feeling after the whole thing.
Sure. You find Fleur in the captain's quarters. She has a tie bound around the wheel so that the ship is continuously going in a large circle. And she's just sort of, her feet are crossed. She's just reading a book while the ship's going in circles. She's just sitting in the helm, just like, yep.
This is very on protocol, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Grandma taught me this trick.
Nice.
Can't be surprised.
No.
What's up?
Too much, I guess. I don't know. I just want to know how you're doing.
Oh, I mean, pretty swell. I understand now. Last time we spoke each other, I was not doing pretty swell.
No. Did you have
but
like a good nap?
It's
How
been like
long was it?
It's been like 3
Yeah.
weeks, honey. Like, I'm good. I recovered. Yep. No, we had some contact with Thrain, so we might need to hand the ship in early.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mhm.
There was a clause in the contract. So
A clause? Meaning?
yeah, it was like if you commit war crimes in Thrainish airspace, for each war crime committed, 3 months subtracted, you committed 2 of them, so we're looking at 3 more months. Ish, maybe 4.
I'm not gonna tell them that.
Okay, I'll tell Dumar. He's your captain, right?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not in charge of your group. I'm just your pilot.
No, I know.
Okay. Like, I'm not
I
your
know.
captain. I'm just your pilot. I know usually the
Mhm.
two are associated, but
Mhm. Speaking of which, how was it with my mom?
oh. Mm.
Mhm.
Well, she was confused mostly because she come all the way from Solorna to see you, and then you weren't at the hospital, and then she went to Thrain, and then you weren't in Thrain because of the war crimes, and we had to flee, and then she came to Salvation, and you weren't in Salvation because you joined the war effort. So,
Mhm.
very sort of exhausted in the beginning, and then very worried for the rest of the period. For you,
Mhm.
mostly.
I did
And,
tell her I wasn't in the hospital. I don't.
well, I mean, I spoke to her, like I said, like this was 3 weeks
Mhm.
ago. She said that she was already on her way there. Like, she was
Yeah.
already on a ship to Stormholm, so she
That
was
I
just.
knew. But
Yeah, then she was. Oh, by the way, something blew up your house.
yeah, I know. We just killed the thing that blew up our house. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay, cool. All right, she'll like hearing that. No, it was actually
Mhm.
okay. Like, I think, like, your mom is like, she's your mom, but
Yeah.
she's pretty all right. Like,
Mhm.
she gave me some pointers, but she would never allow this. She like gestures to
No.
the tie around the steering wheel.
But hey, it's not her ship, so.
Right, yes. She was inspecting the ship and pointing out all its flaws.
God.
Like how you have expanded the inside so much that it's hard to get to the actual cannons. Like, it's like a solid minute walk to get from the deck to the cannons, which at that point you are toast if you're
Mhm.
in aerial combat.
That's true.
Mhm.
But you could ask Gunner to fix that, maybe. I think. I don't know if it's like
You
that.
want to rearrange the pathways? We're gonna hand in this ship in 3 months. It's gonna cost us so
Yeah,
much money.
that's true.
Are you okay?
Okay is a word
It
that's
is.
not really.
You. You went to school. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Really, no. Okay is a thing that's not very close to how I've been feeling, but it's fine, I guess. I
Okay,
don't know.
well, I mean, you got Grandpa out. You found your dad, who I guess was not on the vessel
No,
the whole time, which is low-key kind of creepy, but that explains why he was not steering the ship when you guys went to Arcanics,
it does explain it.
right?
Yeah.
And Well, your dad's here, grandpa's here, your mom's on
Mhm.
her way. It's gonna be okay soon, you know? You don't think so?
No.
I wish you could explain this shit to me, but I know you can't. Just otherwise you would have, because I know you.
Yeah. Sure.
You know I'm here if you
Well,
need someone to talk to, right?
I know, but I like genuinely can. Sure, it will be fine soon.
There you go. Glass half full. That's the person I know.
With another 50 dragons or something coming in. I don't know how many there are.
That sounds like a problem.
Mhm.
That sounds like a major problem.
Yeah.
You might want to get the inside of the ship redone if you're gonna, like, we need the cannons for that.
Yeah. I think Nick's gonna up. I'll go fix that. I go ask him if you wanna do that.
So how long
Maybe
do we have
Lauren
for
can
these
help.
dragons to get here? Because it's gonna take 3 weeks
They're
to get
here.
this
Oh
adjusted.
no, then we do not have the time.
Why?
We're here in 2 days.
I'm so No. I believe I just heard you say that we're fighting 50 dragons in 2 days. We don't even have the ammo to fight one dragon on this ship. Because you know that you know how Gunnar keeps wanting to fire things and we
Yes.
keep telling him no. So then
Yeah.
when I told him to restock everything, he didn't because he was like, "You guys keep telling me no, I'm going to tell you no." So he didn't restock any of the cannon
Oh no,
supplies.
Connor.
Like we could maybe fight one dragon, but not 50.
Well, let's hope it's not 50, but less. Certainly don't want it to be 50.
So are we fighting them or are we talking with them?
I
Do you
don't
speak
know.
Draconic?
I do.
Okay, we're talking with them. We're not fighting 50 dragons. You guys barely lived through 2 dragons.
I was mostly okay.
And Grandpa?
I don't want to know what happened there. I think
I.
Gunnar shut
Yep.
the dragon out of the sky, and then
It
he's
landed
fine
on it
now.
landed on Jeepa, so.
Mm, I'm so proud of Gunnar anyway.
Oh
He
yeah,
did
no,
it.
that was funny.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
as a story, it's funny. Like, oh, he shot dragon out of the sky and it fell on my grandpa. Like, yep.
You
So
have a
proud of
very
him.
different sense of
It was
funny there.
sarcasm.
Hmm.
Can't with you, honestly.
I'm very tired. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you
It's
get more
not.
coffee?
Um. Maybe.
Thanks, I love you.
Love you.
I love you more.
Only if I get you coffee.
Now get out of here, you rapscallion! You're interrupting my break!
Uh,
And get me a new book, because this one's almost finished.
like 50 in my room. Why didn't you like? What?
No, get me a new one.
No.
From your room, like bring me one.
What am I? Your maid? What? No.
Yes, you're on my ship. Like if you're not gonna tell your crew about your problems, and you're expecting me to tell your crew about your problems, then you do what I ask.
No. Hmm. I don't know. You can get your coffee yourself. Bye, Fleur.
She flips you off as you leave. And then you wanted to look for Lauren?
Yeah, I don't. I would have like gave her some other clothes so she wouldn't have burn marks and a dress that's like half covering her butt, but that depends on what she wants, really.
So my question is Lauren on the ship? I think
I
she
brought her
after the
last time.
you
I
did?
thought,
Okay, because I was gonna
yeah,
say like she would probably have been like, I'm gonna go to my own tent and like
yeah,
change, you know? So she's
yeah.
probably down in the camp somewhere.
Mhm.
In the Brelish camp. So you could find her there.
Alright,
Sure, you're making your way over to Lauren's tent.
make my way.
Yep. Um Most likely, like, on the outskirts of the Moorgrave camp.
Mhm.
You see they have their little lantern up, a big sign, no Fey familiars allowed. And you walk up to her tent, and you see lights are still on inside.
Mhm. I'll just very awkwardly knock on the tent because it's always weird.
Give me a moment.
Yep.
And then she's like on her knees, sort of opening the tent. She's like, "Oh,
Hi.
hi. What are you? Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in."
Okay.
She
Oh.
sort of like scoots backwards a little
Yeah.
bit, and you can see it's sort of like a little crawl space
Mhm.
entrance into sort of this. It's like an igloo type feeling. You're sort of
Mhm.
crawling in through the smallish tunnel, and then it's sort of like this dome-shaped room, which just
Mhm.
has like a sort of curved workbench on the side. A large bed sort of in the center, a
Mhm.
curved, a cupboard and place for storage on the other side, and that's pretty much it. Like this is just like her little private workplace, her bedroom, and her storage, her stuff. I would say, sit on the chair, but I do not have a chair, so sit on my bed.
Um. Yeah. Okay. I'll sit on the bed.
She leans on the workbench. What's up?
Oh, that I was gonna ask you if you're okay after everything.
I think I'm gonna need 2 months to recover.
Mhm.
Like, but
Makes
I'm
sense.
meaning like work months, so that I have the weekends off if you wanna come
Mhm.
hang out.
Mhm. I do.
Like a work
But
week, but a work
mhm.
month. No, I'm gonna need some time, but I know you are dangerous. And I knew this going in,
Mhm.
and I must say I wanted to see you in action, and now I have, and I never want to see it again.
That's fair. I'm still terribly sorry about.
About what? You think these dragons are picking up your willow scent from their dragon island, and they're like, that girl, she's a bitch, we're gonna go fuck with her? I don't think so. This is not your fault. You think it is your fault, don't you?
Yes.
No. You did not choose for budget dragons to show up, so it's not your fault. Like, I feel some things are accidents and they're technically your fault, but like they were after your box. So you finding the
Mhm.
box, that is not like a choice you made. You weren't like, I'm gonna take this box with me. That's gonna lead all these dragons to me. Because you were just like, I'm gonna take this box with me and get fucking rich. And I respect that. I don't know why you still haven't sold that box, but
Yeah. To what other people are saying, it's kind of like destiny tied or something. We don't know.
oh,
Just gonna
but
weird.
you don't choose destiny, so it's still not your fault.
Yeah, but I still feel you being covered with burn marks is my fault.
Eh, I'll recover. Though I was gonna ask sort of what your plan was there, sort of like make the dragons think you were on their side or something.
No, it's a little complicated, and I can't speak about it right now.
You can't speak about it, but you can turn against us without explanation.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, that's a bit sketch.
I know. I know. I know. I get it. I know.
So is this gonna happen again?
Um.
Like one night, am I
Well.
gonna wake up and you're just gonna be standing over my bed?
No, usually only when
And you're
dragons
sort of
tend to
probably
show
like,
up.
wait a minute, she's standing over
No.
my bed. I'm waking up. Anyway,
No, usually only when dragons tend to show up, so I think
Oh.
you'll be okay.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, so the dragons did this to you. Those lizard bitches. They are messing with my girl. Hang on. And she turns to her workbench. She starts going through the drawers. She's like, how long do we got? Because I'll make you something.
Do they?
Alright, I might not make that deadline, but we'll see how far I get.
Hmm.
But I'm not gonna be there because I know
No,
I'm not
that
gonna see
makes
that
sense.
again. No.
Yeah.
I'm good. I have had my share.
Hmm.
So you wanna like stay or what?
I'm not quite sure what we're doing. I think we're leaving tonight. I don't remember where we're going. Somewhere. But
Okay.
I think I have a few hours, so I can still hang a little. So if you would like me to stay.
Sure. Do you wanna go for like a little stroll, visit some of the pyres around, or do you just wanna just hang?
Yeah,
We could
just
snug. I got a
hang.
Netflix module
Hmm.
installed. We could watch
Ooh.
plays from a distance. I have it hooked up to the Starlight Theater in Charn, so we can sort of like freeload in a little bit. It's called a VPN. It's very hard to explain.
Alright,
She
that
holds out
sounds
her
nice.
she holds out her hand and she sort of walks over toward you because you're sitting on her bed, but she holds out her hand to
Hmm.
you,
I'll take it.
sort of pulls you up into a hug. If you're not okay, you don't have to stay. But if it
No,
makes
I
you
think.
okay, then you can stay because that would make me feel okay.
Yeah, I think that I was gonna say I don't feel okay, so I think I'll stay because you'll make me feel better. So.
Okay, well, and she kisses you on the cheek. She says, "Let's get this." And she sort of rearranges the pillows to be like a
Hmm.
backrest instead. And she sort of just leaps onto her bed and sort of rolls over to the side, and then she just goes, pat, pat, pat.
Yes.
All right. And she moves her hand, and you see just this screen appears, sort of like a rectangular black thing, and she sort of moves her hand, and it lights up, like almost like a lamp, but the room
Hmm.
is pretty bright, so it's not too bothersome. And you can see it's like a weird angled image of the stage where it's sort of like you're wondering, like, is this just a person in the audience who is like sending a scrying image to here? It's called Slime Tutorial for some reason. Um, but yeah, you guys can follow the play that's happening tonight at the
Hmm.
Starlight Theater, which is some type of opera. It's in giant. Yeah, most operas are actually in giant, interestingly enough.
Huh.
Mhm. And just snug. Very well. And then you head back to, because you said I have a few hours and then I have to go. So as the
Yeah,
sun starts
this
rising, is that when you go?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Um, very well. If no one else wants to do anything that evening, well, I mean, Eris is looking for the gang. So Kaori and Nyx are in the game room. Dumar is headed back to the, so he would probably be on the deck. Um, Vaughn is in the workshop, so Eris cannot find Willow.
I guess I'd probably run to do more first.
Sure. As Dumar sort of arrives on the deck from his horseback.
Oh, finally, Demar.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty effing amazing. So,
Right, that's nice.
okay, listen. I talked with my cousin, and
Yep.
he talked about the excellence, and maybe he had an idea how to do all this shit. And he actually gave me the best information ever. Not the whole train is magically sealed. It's not a fully anti-magic train compartment. They had to cut a few monetization stuff and whatnot, and just the part with the for the king is filled in anti-magic shit.
We could still get in and out way easier than we thought.
Absolutely.
And we're only gonna have troubles in the King's part.
Yeah. Pretty much. At least we have a few more options. We can't go, I don't know, magic us into other people.
I
and
love
go-
Yuri. How does he know that?
Yeah, it's not like I gave you the info. Yeah,
Oh, thank you, Aris. Yes, of course. You're
sure,
the
sure,
best
sure.
courier ever.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Anyway,
No, yeah, sure. No,
where's
but
the
yeah.
rest?
Who?
The rest of us.
I know, I'm running around like 10 minutes. I haven't found anyone for some reason.
Is Van not here?
I don't know. I haven't found him.
Alright, where are they? I mean, we could be anywhere at this point. I'm not sure she'll be joining us. Maybe she will, but it's complicated. I'll try to go find Van. Try Nix and Carrie in the room again.
Where's Vaughn normally?
In his workshop? Or our room? In his workshop, mostly.
Yeah. Why didn't I look there? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just go.
I'm gonna go find my husband. Thank you. We'll meet in that game room.
I want to go give him the good
All
information.
right.
Just
Alright.
jogging behind
I'll
you.
just tell him to go with us. It's your victory. You did a great job.
I feel very condescending right now. Okay, yeah, I'll go to the game room. Yuri
And I'll go
was
to the
back there,
workshop.
so I'm going back there again. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the workshop
You guys
first.
find Vaughn in the workshop,
Yeah.
probably.
There's the to the game room. You
Vaughn,
just-
can you just roll a tinkering tools check to see how handsome Vaughn looks while tinkering? It's a charisma-based tinkering tools check.
Charisma-based tinkering tools. Give me a
For
second.
the audience at home! They want to know.
18.
Nice. Dumar, as you walk into the workshop, you see Vaughn. For some reason, his mustache still perfect. A single sweat bead sort of dropping down the side of his face. He has his sleeve sort of rolled up, exposing his somewhat muscular arms, as he sort of has like some soot marks on his face as he's like on his knees, working on Magby currently.
Hold still, you screaming pile of. Oh, hey. It's like,
Dumar just-
exterminate! Not now. Hit him. Dunk.
Ow!
Hey, hon.
Hey.
Everything alright?
Yeah, sure, of course. We're always alright and with no troubles at all. So what could possibly go wrong this time?
What's going on?
Well, I have good news. Actually, Aris has some good news, and I promise him that he will tell you. So we have to go to the game room. But actually, before we do that, I do have a question to ask you.
Sure.
He takes a few steps closer to Van. Do you think it's a good idea to disable and destroy the Oracle?
Yes.
Even if that meant consequences? I mean, Willow lost so much and put so many, unintentionally obviously, but so many of her closest one at risk. What if something happens again when we destroy the Oracle? I mean, it's obvious the King wants it, and he has full insight on all of our actions and decisions, whatnot. And what if it's gonna backfire? What if something's gonna happen to you, to my mother, to my sister, or any of us after we do that?
And he just puts down his tools and goes from a squatting position to standing full on. There might be some consequences, because There's a lot of stuff still going on that has been terrorizing all of us quite a lot. But I don't quite know where this is coming from now. When this machine is still up and still in existence, still turned on, then there's always the chance and somebody gets it that shouldn't get it and destroy everything. Take over everything. I personally, and as much as I want to live my life just with you, couldn't live with myself if it's because of that. Everything goes down just because we weren't risking things. I don't want to talk about the big picture because that is stupid. I don't like the big picture. But it's kind of in that direction. There will be consequences, whatever it happens. And it's a bit unlogical, and I'm finding it hard to find a good thought about it, to be honest. There will be consequences, whatever we choose. But I think the consequences are way more dire if we don't do what we're told the Triune what we do.
I spoke about it with Willow earlier, and that's pretty much exactly what I told her. I cannot let this happen. I don't want to be the reason, just because I was selfish, that so many lives are going to be threatened or even taken away if the dragons get the oracle. But on the other hand, my choices won't only affect me. As long as I knew that it was only going to be me facing the consequences of destroying the oracle, I wouldn't have a second thought about it. But we already know that our lovely king has a habit of going for what's dear for us. And I can't stand the thought of something happening to you because of me, because of my foolish decision, and because of the pact that I made. And I know Willow feels the same, or even worse, because she's been through that already. And I don't think she can take it again.
But I feel a little bit bad because my brain is just not going in that place. Because for me, there never was a choice. We had a job to do. We had a thing to do from the beginning. Well, to my first end. Still weird. I feel like there's no real choice here. Everything would be for naught if we would not see it till the end now. Everything. And if a dragon, the king in green, tries to, I know, eat me, I'll just put a lot of explosive into MacB and put it in beside me. And then, I don't know, somebody else deserves to explode for once.
You have a thing for explosions, don't you?
Yeah, they are kind of fun when you're
Depends.
not.
They might be found from a large distance, not the button.
They're fun if you're not in it, and if it's not happening while somebody's just screaming into your ear, looking down at MacB.
Exterminate. Ex- exterminate! Not yet!
That's better.
To our hacks fan.
Just hugs back.
I'm just scared of everything that's gonna happen. I'm just scared that this hard work that we put in and all those sacrifices that we had to make won't even matter at the end. That something's gonna go wrong along the way and nothing with it will have any significance against the power that we're facing.
Just see it like this. There are two options here. Two real options. One, we let the Oracle be, and the dragon, King of King Green, takes it. Let's say the three options. The King Green takes it, somebody else takes it and uses it obviously not for good, because that's not happening. Or you face the chances of something happening when we turn it off and beat the living shit out of the King in Green. I'm very much for the option where we just have a chance of something happening. Not the assertive one. The certain one. Sorry, long night.
It's been one. Thank you.
This time, I really didn't do anything. But you're welcome to let me ramble on about stuff I have no idea about.
You sounded pretty knowledgeable and convincing, and it was very helpful talking to you, as always. That's why I love you.
I love you because of your cute butt. Not just kidding. How about we go to the game?
Bark.
I was making a joke, okay? Just a joke.
But you just wiggled
Yeah,
his butt at
we
you,
should
Vaughn.
probably go.
Oh,
He has cuter one.
You can see he has a little white heart shape around his butt.
yeah, and your
Sort of
butt
like
is
brown fur, but there's just a white piece of
Mhm.
fur just in the shape of a heart.
He is pretty adorable when he's not trying to kill me. Okay, you said game room, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, Eris wants to tell me or us, and
Yes,
you can. Okay,
just
He
let him
did-
have that.
he did pretty much slice up a dragon, so I guess he kind of deserves it.
Oh yeah, he was a beast out there. I mean,
I was kind
I
of.
got scared, and I wasn't even targeted.
I wasn't paying too much attention to it, so I will not say anything about that because it'd be weird. Okay, let's go.
Dumar's gonna turn around and leave, covering his butt cheeks.
Sure.
Just your mean. Let's go.
Exterminate. So as Eris arrives in the game room, you see that Kyori and Nyx have now joined Yuri. Nyx is asleep in one of the bean bags, and Kyori is pointing out why what the difference is between wizard and mages and oracle and cleric and all the racial feats you could choose, and Yuri is going cross-eyed slowly.
I was looking for any. Where have all you've been? Jesus, damn it!
Don't ask questions you don't want to know
Here.
the answer to.
We've been here
I thought you were sleeping.
partially.
I just left it. Doesn't matter. Got some information, so I'm waiting on Dumore and Vaughn, and then some good news. For once.
Nice. Love hearing it. Let's clear up the table.
All right. Did you seriously just explain everything at once? That's not how you tell new people. Just puts away stuff.
Okay.
Way too much. It's way too fast.
Fine. And then, Dumar and Vaughn show up. Have you tried finding Willow?
Well, I've found her, and I tried to find anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
Alright.
know where Willow is?
I saw her in Fleur's office earlier. I don't know where she went after that. She got on her source sled and left.
Well, get to tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks to my brother over here. We got the information that the excellence we are starting to infiltrate tomorrow is not fully magically sealed. It is just the card with the king. So we have more chances as, like, you magic people.
Hmm.
Well, kind of me as well. But you know what I mean. So we have more ways to get inside. You want to got an idea?
I mean, is there also a way to shut off the anti-magic shit? I mean, once we are inside.
Maybe from inside his quarters, but I wouldn't know that, says Yuri.
Yeah, there's high prio that's unknown to
Like,
any
he could
of us.
probably turn it off from inside his carriage, because what if he needs to do something magical? Like, they have a way to turn it off.
To make a call or something, yeah.
Exactly.
So, but how are we going in there? Because obviously we can, most of us can go in there with disguises and whatnot. I think we're little bit too known now. So is it actually just sneaking in?
Well, do you know anyone on board of that train? Says
Yeah,
Yuri, with a nudge. Did you consider asking them to endorse you to come aboard?
the legal way. It's been a while. It's gonna
That,
be
or I
awkward.
believe you have a certain artificer who's in your debt, who's literally on her way to the train right now, named Demery.
She is on the way to train.
You
That
could ask
is
her
true.
if you can pretend to be her, I don't know, colleagues or whatever.
But when we're known, our faces are known, so we can't really act like we're someone
Listen, your
else.
faces are known to me. You think your faces are known to some random guy who works at the train station in Salisbury?
It's not really that our faces were everywhere. We just spent a few weeks in Mournland and they don't really have newspapers in there to show us pretty faces around.
Maybe some fake names will come in a whole end.
Well, I can try to ask my parents if it's possible to get us inside. It's kind of weird.
I mean, my family is also on there, but I don't think they have any power to bring us inside. They could help us inside, that's for sure. But not get there, per se.
And then if all else fails, you could just walk up to the clerk at the entrance to the train and just be like, "Hello, we want to speak to the king," and just see how far you get. You know,
Yeah, the thing
bring
is,
like 50 gold with you, bribe them. Like
Yeah, I
they're just guys working at the station. Like, yes, they're technically our cousins, but
mean, how long do they want to still work? I mean, pension must be terrible. We can bribe the whole kingdom.
Hmm. Well, if everything else fails, we might be able to just make a door from a side that is not seen. And there's some. And Vaughn just pulls out a few paints. Interesting little thing, which we can just make things by painting them.
you know how to paint a door within a short period of time without getting detected?
The not getting detected part is a bit difficult, but we do have stuff like
Okay.
spells to make us invisible. It's just if everything else fails. But I do like the just go and bribe people.
trying that and then have a backup plan if that doesn't work. I mean, I feel like we have enough gold at this point to bribe whoever we need to bribe to get in.
That is a dangerous way of thinking, honey. But
But
kind
it
of true.
works.
Let's say it otherwise. We have enough platinum to bribe everyone.
Let's maybe try out Eris's way of talking to his parents. So I guess you can do that. I get right.
Should we do sending or something?
Well, we do have the communication thing on board, right? So you can just call the train.
Fury is gonna say, you think that Fleur has the phone number to the Royal Excellence, the train of Brilliant's king?
I think I'm thinking of myself too highly at this point. I thought maybe we had it. Yeah, you're right. We need Willow. Cast
Yeah, right.
weird sending stuff.
Anyone have any idea where she went? Kind of had a
Still
bit
no.
of like heated dispute earlier, and she left.
No, I don't. But she knows at dawn we plan, so she better be here at dawn, says Kiori.
Okay, so let us make sure that even if we need a few extra things, let's think of more than one plan and think further. Because getting on the train is not the hardest part. It's everything else.
By the way, do we want to just kidnap Silvering, or what are we gonna do with him when we get there?
That's what I meant.
And Solring would recognize us.
Oh, definitely.
So there's no incognito in this one.
Well, there
We
could
just
be.
well, for you, yes. But not for everybody, especially if we go into the car where the king resides. We're probably Solring us also. At least that's what I think. He's
Would
a very
Sol,
important person, right?
but would Solring be the only traitor there? I mean, if he's the only one, we can isolate him.
And then
Distract him long enough to get our target out of there.
Attracting. Well, we are not only protecting the prince, we are trying to find the right way to release the triune.
But Solring was, well, he kidnapped one of the children, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Blackmailed them, yes.
Which would be the one on the train at that point.
I'm not sure he has that one on him.
allow me to read you again the box text where you learned that he has something with him.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Blue-skinned Genie holds out her hand, and water cascades down from her palm. In the falling droplets a ghostly image appears. The dwarf Solring Moranen, his clockwork woodpecker Yoffle perched on his shoulder, staring out the window of a scrumptiously decorated lightning rail carriage. There is an ornate iron flask that rests on his lap. Our captor approaches, she whispers, and he brings our child with him.
Thank you.
Which this child is likely some type of genie, so the flask 1 and 1 makes 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to give you guys that because you should, like, your character should
Thank
figure
you.
this out.
I
Yeah,
knew it, but I'm not there, so.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff I just forgot. Character wouldn't. Keen mind.
Yes.
So,
I just want to steal the flask, and I mean, obviously, Solring is gonna know that it is gone. But how exactly do you encourage others to look for a stolen genie's child without explaining the whole story? Why do you have a stolen genie's child in the first place?
So, does anybody feel confident enough to actually steal something off of a person? Anybody
Sure.
have good fingers?
Well, that's the second thing. But I feel comfortable enough.
So
Nix,
you're not
I
good, but
love
you
your
wanna do-
confidence, but are you skilled? Let's phrase this question in another way. Are you skilled enough to steal it?
I mean, What's the worst that can happen on a train, right?
Oh, buddy.
Still not funny. Eric's thrown aside.
Well, I can get close. I could distract. I'm good at that.
Oh, I'm better on distracting on train, trust me.
Oh yes.
By the way, I am not getting anywhere near Prince. I am married now.
I feel there's a story here.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, so I have to.
Dumar il share.
Okay, in my defense, I was saving Carrie's ass. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I was
We
not
did it
silent. On that day, the feet were not silent. I will give you that. So I was thinking, if you guys are gonna do this, you might need an alibi. So I'm gonna stay here, arrange some things. I have a few contacts, so that we can at least have an alibi in case shit hits the fan.
It would be nice not having another war.
Yep.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
I mean, there might be one thing that we can. Do we know how this flask looks? I mean, we saw the image, right? The ghostly image.
Hmm.
Van, could
Yes.
you like recreate this flask to make
Yeah.
a pseudo flask?
Oh, a switcheroo.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a big problem. And he takes out his tools and makes into painter stuff. And it shouldn't be way too hard. And tries to keen mind and the colors. Tries to make a perfect replica of the flask.
Sure, make a dexterity-based painter's tools check.
Okay. Painters. 24.
Nice. Looks pretty convincing.
I'll make it a 29 just in case.
Sure,
With
keep
Flash
track
of
of that.
Genius. Okay. And it's just a... I like this paint. Here.
That's good. I need a little break though. Just
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'll be right back as well.
And we're back.
So, the flask. It's, I would say, a pretty perfect replica.
Yes, the only thing is, Ring is an artificer, so he would probably know that it's replaced. So it's only gonna give us so much time until he realizes that it's not magical, and without the genie inside. Oh no, it is a perfect replica. I don't doubt your abilities, honey. It just lacking a genie inside, which I would say is a pretty crucial element. So it's gonna great. It's gonna do great at buying us time,
Well,
but it's not gonna keep him away forever.
if
that's
it's
the only thing.
if it doesn't just vaporize air, like creates an aura of magic that you feel on your hip all the time, I doubt he looks at the flask into the flask like every 5 minutes to see if the genie is still there.
How does the genie in a battle work? Isn't it gonna give off like a magical aura? I'm a genie and I'm in a battle or something like that.
Probably. But there's always a little other thing that I can do to make it look like it's magical. And I'll just use it and let it light up for like just very lightly, not even a candlelight. Just with my magical tinkering. It's if you look at this now with any kind of magical sense, you will see it's magical.
You are amazing.
Yeah, but it's
You know that,
magical
right?
with transmutation and not magical with abjuration, which is probably what it should be magical with.
Well, I can't really make this school. It's just a magical. It's
I mean, the only point that we need is for him to
To
be
keep
distracted long enough for us to get away.
away for longer.
yeah. As
The
long as he's
only-
not identifying his own flask every 20 minutes, could be fine. It's just yeah. It's I just did what you told me to. So at this point,
So I'm proud of you. It's good. It looks good.
Good.
That's
So,
not poachy.
are we are we taking the plan that you want to flip out, like flip the
Well,
flask?
it's the
Well,
best plan we have for now.
it's not like take the flask off, put another flask there. It could be they hit a stumble. Like, like the train crashes into something
In his
and it
room.
shakes around and he falls. The flask falls, but it's not that flask. It just lies somewhere. We get a flask, we run away, that kind of
We
thing.
shouldn't plan something from this occurrence. We should plan
It could-
something that works
No, it-
when nothing happens.
That is true. All right. The key point is we have just bought, Van has bought ourselves enough time to make a run for before Soring realizes that he does not have a flask. A fake flask is better than no flask at all. So that helps us with the retreat when we figured out a way out.
All right.
Can I
The thing
can I
is,
ask
if we
something?
steal
Okay.
from him, he will become our enemy.
Well, he did say not to trust any man.
Yeah, but
Well,
I don't know if I want an association of powerful brokers after me. Because that's what they were, right? The rich and powerful of the continent. I don't know if we want to piss them off.
Well, I've already pissed off so many people.
so we need to try to make it so he doesn't realize.
Or at least doesn't realize it was us. So basically we're not seen and not stumbling around.
Or at the point that we kill him.
That
I mean, as
would
long as you don't have
not-
witnesses.
Well, they will notice when when a very important person just doesn't appear anymore.
On the train with the king on it.
Mm-hmm.
One of us could impersonate him.
Forever?
Well, just for the train ride. Then he goes to a tavern and oh no, tavern brawl and
Again,
out of a window and
again, let's plan something that makes sense and not just an occurrence.
Maybe we talk to him.
Oh yeah, hey, sorry. By the way, can you get back the flask because what you did was really morally wrong, and you should not kidnap others' children, even though it's genies, and you wanted genies to use for yourself and the power that the Oracle now has. So if you apologize, we're just gonna go home.
You know, actually, I'm laughing because that's true. We should just talk to him.
I know.
We don't trust him, but we're not enemies at this point.
would you say we are frenemies?
Do you want me to talk to him before we try anything else?
Well, if we talk to him, he will know. So this is a one shot chance.
We'll have to be very convincing at that.
There's one more thing. Because where we will meet him, we need to make sure that we have more allies in that room than he has at that
Oh,
point.
that is true.
Why?
Because I don't want the group to all support him when talking goes bad. Because we need that flask. And we need it at that time, at that moment, before the dragons arrive.
Do you actually expect a fight when something goes wrong?
I
There
expect
should not be any chance of having a fight in the train.
Paris. At this point,
I
I
am Vaughn.
always expect a fan. Sorry, I always expect a fight.
I know we
Point.
both look very handsome, but I am Vaughn.
Yeah, how's your nose?
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Nix,
I should
cut it
still
out.
give you back, right? Hmm.
It's good. It's good.
Still, we shouldn't expect a fight. We shouldn't try to expect a fight, and we shouldn't try to insinuate a fight. This
That one
is
I
not,
can agree.
not this time. There's way more important shit going on right now, and we should. I'm kind of embarrassed that I didn't even consider it, but that's right. She's right. Just talking to him seems like the best idea.
Okay, as much as I'm fan of peaceful resolutions and talking your problems through with people, how exactly are we going to convince him to give us the flask? What is the argument here? Why would he give it to us? Other than this might help stopping evil dragons that are currently incoming. But it's might. And we don't really have any idea if this will work.
How about Mr. Moranin? There's the whole of Ergenessen on its way to get the machine that you try to protect and not to stop. And they will kill all of us if we don't get that flask and get the genies out. We do forget that sometimes we can say the truth.
Is the Oracle in this room at this moment?
Yeah, I guess so. This is our main room, so Eris would have put it in here.
The thing is, we will be now putting our faith into Sol Ring's morality and assume that it changed over the course of years when he created the Oracle and didn't really care because he was creating something great and he was protecting it for years, and now we are going to ask him to help us destroy it. And this is the plan that relies purely on, I guess, that this is going to be enough to convince him to help us.
Ain't there a way that we can blackmail Sol Ring?
I don't know. I don't really see a way.
Yeah, I don't think we have powerful enough arguments to convince everybody that Sol Ring is the bad guy.
Well,
I mean, we could use the nuke option. I mean, well, Sol Ring, we are going to be close to you for the next week. If the dragons come, you're fucked as well. So either help us release them, or be with us in the hellfires.
that's pretty much what I said. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna confront him, tell him what's the situation, and pray that he gives us away the battle.
We have to decide if we take the diplomatic route or the sticky finger route.
If we do diplomatic, we can't talk loud enough for the rest of the room to hear us.
Maybe.
That is not gonna help. He's gonna switch into defense mode and try to deny all of that we're saying, and he's not gonna have a conversation with us when we are blackmailing him in front of everybody.
And maybe we are talking to him in an empty room. They probably have carriages for them, like rooms for themselves.
Alright, I still think we should have a backup plan, just in case this doesn't work out. Because we really need that flask.
Exactly. Always have a backup.
We can plan whatever we want. I mean, every plan dies when getting in contact with the enemy.
This time it might not be an enemy.
No, so then we can just talk to him.
Besides, as it was already said, we cannot afford to have an open fight in a train that is carrying a king and all other important and powerful and very willing to be protected people. So brute force is no option.
How about if we have the chance, just the chance, talk to the king about it? We tell him what's going on, like not the full story, obviously, but just that Sol Ring has something that is important to the survival of a whole country.
Oh, you mean the same king that in the times of almost war was killing on drama to be involved in our own relationships and situationships here? The same king. Surely he's a reasonable man that can be talked about with.
If we give him something he wants
the Oracle.
Maybe he wants, I don't know, his life more? with the dragons coming and whatnot.
I mean,
I
it's
know. I'm just talking.
I
There's
know,
one
but
thing that the King of Breland wants, and it is war. So he's gonna get a war if you guys tell him that this is how it's gonna happen. He wants to prove that he's strong.
oh, he can prove that with all the dragons.
I,
We need artillery.
I'm so not.
We have 2
helpful on this.
days.
I'm really not helpful with this. I
Oh no,
wish I could
Eris.
just punch him.
I mean, punish the king.
Not yeah. Well, I meant Soul Ring now, but
I actually like that. I mean, no, I do not want to punish the king of Brilliant.
I mean, remember, after all this shit, we still have to fight all those dragons.
Or
maybe not.
we talk to them.
Two dragons.
Since when are you such a fan of conversation?
So much wisdom in such a small body.
Listen, I have lost enough.
Yeah, that is true.
I really do like this version. I really do like just talking it out. When there's no oracle, there's no reason for the dragons to go to war with us. When there's no oracle, there's no reason for us to
Revenge?
go into war with Arganessen. What for? What brings
For us destroying the Oracle. I mean, oh no, you destroyed my prized PS5. Well, let's not fight about it anymore.
What is a PS5?
Oh, it's a magic spell.
Oh,
Something
okay.
wibbly wobbly.
It's still like he will risk his life if you just punch somebody because they took destroyed something that you liked, and you just want to have revenge. That is not fatal. That's a different situation. This is war where everybody will probably die, even the king in green, maybe, even the king. So maybe if we take away the toy and destroy it, they will realize it's not worth it anymore to fight.
Maybe we should do one thing at a time.
Let's do the train first.
Talk with Soren. Easier said than done. But that's what talking is all about. And I guess we don't need this flask anymore.
Well, just keep it with you for emergencies.
I think you're better at this, and Vaughn just throws it to you. Ow.
How's your nose, Sticks?
No, I catch it.
So, how about we take our well-earned rest and go to sleep? Or do whatever you want to.
Oh, I would love to have a good sleep right now.
Then let's go.
But I still feel weird without Willow here.
Sadly, it's nothing we can do right now. We don't have any way to communicate right now with Willow, so...
Can any of you send a message or...
I don't have any kind of spell like that. Or apparatus.
Willow.
I mean, I can shout really loud, but I don't think she'll appreciate it right now.
I think nobody would appreciate it right now. Like, all of Salvation.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe... I feel a bit bad about saying this. Maybe it's like a cat that will come back when she's hungry. So let's put down a plate of chicken nuggets and put a letter there so she can read it when she's back. I'll go make some chicken nuggets. Vegetarian chicken nuggets. And Vaughn goes into the kitchen to do exactly that.
Alright, let's go to bed, guys. And, yeah, if you guys want to change any of your plans tomorrow, come wake me up. Otherwise, just leave me to it. I got this.
Should we know
Alright.
something if somebody asks us about our alibi?
No,
What
because I
should
still
we
have to
tell
figure
them?
them out. It's gonna be a tomorrow thing.
Alright, sure thing.
I'll
Alright,
tell you when you guys come back.
I'm going to sleep now. I need to fight Chuckles. He's not in a room all the time anymore. Alright. He's out.
Oh, he's with Marshall in like stables that we've arranged.
Where?
Tables of sorts. I mean, it just was an empty room, so we just put both of them in there so they could have fun together when we were out on a mission.
All right.
Do you want to take Jackals to the train?
No.
Okay, good. I was just making sure.
You might.
I mean, that would make for a good distraction. I'll give you that.
All right. Sleep well. And there's just sleeps.
Nice.
Good night. Tomorrow we'll first go into kitchen to help Van and only then to sleep.
Sure. Carrie will take Nyx back to her room and say, "Don't wake me up when you fucking go. Because I am sleeping in, and then I'm gonna arrange the alibis."
Good. I won't wake you up before I go.
Thank you. Alright, so you may all click the long rest button on your character sheets.
Hey.
Yeah.
And as the morning rolls around, at dawn we plan. Right?
But we did that at midnight.
Well, I don't know.
No, because we still need to talk about the Swords of Liberty. I can't believe you guys just skipped over that entire thing.
About what? Sorry, it cut out again for me.
You know, the people who want to kill the king, you know, those people.
Oh, that
It will be fine. Don't worry about that.
That's what we have fists for.
So Willow, what is on this note that you left for Willow?
Yeah, what's on the note?
We have a plan, don't worry about it, love, so that nothing needs to be discussed.
Be awake at
Rather detailed. What we discussed, what we came up with, and that we need long-range communications to Aerith's parents. And yeah, pretty
Okay.
detailed, bit too detailed even.
But Willow finds no details about informing the king about his assassination attempt.
Nope.
Anyway, you guys meet up in the morning. Kira's still.
Hello.
Can Nyx roll a stealth check?
Sorry? Oh yeah, I was planning for this one.
Is Lauren asleep or did she stay up?
Lorna's still asleep.
Your
Nick's
passive
just-
perception
Nick's-
already is so high.
Nick just falls and farts like.
he tries to be quiet and then stumbles over absolutely everything he can in the room.
Just being honest, this is how I normally wake up every morning.
Then he
This is
tries to fly, but he hits like the canopy over the bed, so he takes the whole curtain down with him as well.
can't find his alarm.
Tries to
Ah,
sneak
Yeah.
and
Nyx, what the fuck? Come on.
No. Just go to sleep.
Okay. I'll miss you.
Miss you too. Don't die when I go away.
Oh, I won't.
Walks
Yeah,
out.
Lauren is also still asleep. So do you want to roll stealth check, or do you want to?
Yeah, I would have tried to like not wake her up and like kind of make the blanket good, you know, and then get out.
Roll stealth check.
We're doing the same shit.
Let me open her character sheet, because Kiori has a really high passive perception, but let's check Lauren's.
also falling and farting.
She's like, oh shit.
Lauren's passive perception is 11,
Oh. E.
and she's asleep, so it's currently 6.
Mhm.
Lowered by 5 when you're asleep. So she doesn't wake up. You sneak out quietly. And as you get back to the ship, you find a cold plate of nuggets and a note that says, "We're meeting," and you read the time, and it's like 2 minutes from now.
Fuck it, I'm reheating these nuggies and then getting to the
Right.
meat.
So everyone, so Nyx, Vaughn, Eris, and Dumar are gathering in the game room, probably. Or are you gathering in the actual ward room that your ship has?
Nah.
I mean,
Who
the
ne-
game,
you-
the game room.
Willow is not there at the set time.
That is
God damn it.
frustrating. I guess I'll take a look if the
The
cat
nuggies are gone.
if the cat touched the nuggies. And I'll just go to the kitchen.
Willow's in the kitchen eating nuggies.
I knew it. Good morning, hello.
Why are you leaving our cold nuggies? Just put
I
them in
thought-
the. There is a heating tray below the oven. You can just put them in there.
You're gonna heat them all night?
Yes.
Sorry, we were worried that you are still gone, and we thought you come back. I'm very disappointed. He
Oh, you're
just
disappointed.
grins- he just
Okay,
grins at
Dad.
you.
Okay.
So I hope you didn't eat the note, but just read it. So
No, I'm gonna. And she shoves it in her mouth.
I guess you read it. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Make a constitution check.
Just
You could actually eat this if you tried. Do you want to try?
Yes.
Make another one. Nice, you fully eat the nut. It's in your mouth for maybe a solid 3 minutes though, so whatever conversation you're about to have, imagine it with your mouth full of paper. Exactly.
I don't know what all of this has. No, I don't even care anymore. Want to come to us in the game room? We do have to.
I'm reading nuggies.
I'll wait for you there.
Cool.
It's just like just leaves.
So anyway, after about 10 minutes, Willow shows up.
Yep. In this 10 minutes, you somewhere in the ship here. Awake!
Awake! Where is the master? Awake!
It's just his sudden mood. Awake! Nothing else. Okay.
You would
10
think
minutes.
there's nothing else, but there is more. Where is the master? It looks like whatever upgrade you did something.
I hate it.
Alright.
Good. Roll meat, I guess.
Willow shows up with a plate of nuggies.
I'm
hey,
still
you
hungry.
made breakfast.
This is
Oh, you're back.
You left this last night. There's a heating tray below the oven. But okay.
Are you alright, Willow?
Are you seriously saying that after you ate the whole note I wrote down? Are
You
you
Yes.
ate the
still hungry?
note.
Yes, and I cannot believe you did not
That's-
even plan something for the fucking assassins of the king.
Oh, good.
My
to
guys.
That spent 15 minutes writing
Oh.
that note. Why did you eat it?
Good to know that.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's
assassins
fine.
are great, but why did you eat the note?
I don't know, to prove a point.
15 minutes. You could have
Oh,
just eaten the nuggets.
feel so bad for you.
And why are you only eating nuggies now?
Because I just came back.
I don't know, because Willow apparently prefers the paper. Is it the new stage of being a vegetarian that you only eat paper now?
No.
So
Whatever.
important world changing stuff. You said something about the assassins for the king. That's
Yeah.
true. We didn't plan anything, but I thought that is pretty obvious that we need to stop it.
Yeah,
Oh.
but how are we going to do that? How are we not going to alert them and have them kill just on sight, you know? What's the plan there?
We don't know who they are though. That
No, but we have the phrase, we have other things. Have you not, like, thought about this at all?
I mean,
I'm
it could
thinking,
have
how
helped
could we-
if you were here.
Where
Oh,
were
I'm
you last
sorry.
night? And Dumarsan's worried.
I was with Lauren. We watched the movie. We did not do anything else. We just watched
Alright.
the movie.
Eris in the corner. Ooh,
I will punch you.
still fun. Worth it.
But
So if
okay.
you're so angry with us not having a plan on this situation, do you have an idea what we could do?
Well, we have that phrase. What was it again?
Good night for a party. It depends who ends up on the floor.
So we just saying that to everybody and then punching
No.
them if they answer?
No. No.
I mean,
But how are
aware.
we not going to look in any way weird while entering this train? So they think, so they keep feeling like nothing is up.
Well, I think Vaughn wrote it on the letter that I'm going to ask my parents if we can just come on, and it's a
Also,
family
Yuri
trip.
said anyone on board, not specifically Aerith's parents.
Still,
Sure. Does Willow know Aerith's parents?
It's also my family on board.
yeah, she talked to him. She did message him already.
I messaged them in the Moorlands earlier.
How?
I think with
She
the
did.
Lucian
Yeah, it was the
magic.
thing.
The picture, I think. I don't know, you let it go through.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
It's no word
I
against
forgot
yours.
about this. Sure, you can message them. It's like you could message your own mom, but sure, you know.
Yeah, I could.
Even Willow doesn't want to contact her own mom.
No.
So much tension today.
After everything that's happening with me just leaving places and her trying to find me, no. We'll deal with that later. But yeah. So we're gonna get officially on the train where we can use magic up to a certain point. And keep an eye out for any weird activity from any passenger, really.
And if we can, we probably have to talk with Soren.
Yeah, good luck. I already told Dumar I'm not gonna deal with that. So you deal with that. I don't care.
Well, it might be our best shot, other than being slaves for a dragon forever or giving up the entire continent for them.
I'm aware. I also said that I was gonna be proactive and not do anything, but also not stop you.
It's your choice.
Okay. Then maybe you are on the job to protect the king and take care of that. I think with a silver tongue, Dumar should maybe try to talk with Soaring. Not alone, obviously, but maybe Ares should also go on defense. Is that okay with you? Yep. All right. You heard him. So it's not a full split, but at least we know what specifically we have to do. So would you maybe be so kind to contact Ares' parents and see if we have a chance of going on there the legal way?
Yes, let me just make sure that we get this across, right? Um, well, how exactly should we phrase it? So there's no extra explanation needed besides that we really just need to get on.
Have a job, need to come onto the excellence. Can you get us on? Law of Errors? I don't know.
Maybe how many people, in case they have to organize some sort of tickets or passes or whatever.
Yeah, so 5 people.
Maybe sneak in King in Danger.
That would cause panic and them to move on to
Don't cause
action.
panic. That's not good.
No, that's a
No,
Nix. Okay, fine.
No, that's not. Don't do that.
and they don't really have the power to do anything. They're just there to
No,
lead the
but
train.
still, if the movers of the, or like the what the fuck is a train pilot conductor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If a conductor noticed something, I noticed this with my own horrible flying skills, but if I'm nervous, it goes wrong in systems. So they need to be able to focus.
Maybe then we shouldn't say anything about a job on the train. Maybe
Just
uh,
maybe.
Meet and greet.
on the King's train, they would probably just
Hmm.
say, "Nah, let's meet in Salvation."
Yeah.
Maybe just pull out the, "Hey, need to get on a train. I'm your son. Do something for me or anything." I don't know.
I'm not your son. I'm not
Uh,
their son.
And it's classified.
Obviously, tell them I said that. Damn.
Yeah, but that takes extra words. I have 25.
Just say it's classified.
We have a classified mission on the train. Could you help us get on?
Help us get on. Yeah.
By the way,
Love Eris.
from Eris, so they know it's from me.
I don't know if this is 25, but I think
I'm
it's okay.
taking that job very seriously. We need to hope that it works. Otherwise, money, like you already said.
Oh yeah, I throw money at problems all the time. It's fine. Or well, I used to throw money at problems all Anyway. Ugh. I'm gonna cast sending to Eris's mom.
Alright, I do not remember the voice that I gave her, so I will most likely change it.
It was in chat, so that's
Oh,
fine.
excellent.
Dear Miss Orion, we have a classified mission. Could you help us get on the train? Love, Eris.
Hello. I could. Can call. And then she sort of gives you like a code so that we can arrange this. Say hi to Eris?
Yes, hi.
I don't know how to. Oh, okay, now it's over.
Your mom says hi. She also doesn't know how sending works. It's great.
So,
But yeah, we call code number insert to arrange passage on.
Alright.
all right.
So to the floor we go.
We don't have to go to Fleur. We can just go to the.
Isn't she there?
No.
She
Is
is.
it? Is it in the same room? I thought it was in a different room.
No, it's always the same room.
I think
She's
it's
always there.
been the
She's
same room.
always listening.
It's always been the same room. Yeah, it was always the same room, for sure.
Alright, so you head over to the helm captain's quarters room.
Mm-hmm.
I see Fleur's
Morning.
actually doing her job, so she's just steering the ship. She's like, are we done going in labs? I thought we were gonna go to Sterlisticor or something to meet up with the train.
Yes. We are
Yes.
currently gonna call to arrange passage on the train.
Excellent. You should maybe have told me sooner to start making for that direction, because we're still in Salvation, so we're gonna be there like late this afternoon. I hope we're catching this train that you guys are trying to catch.
Sure, it's fine.
All right, if you say so. And she starts steering towards Sterlisticor.
Mm-hmm. I've trusted you to get us there on time.
Listen, I'm not about to commit more war crimes. I'm going the speed limit.
Alright. Anyway, alright. So, are we all calling the number or just speakerphone? Wait, where? We do not have gunner, so we have no speakerphone.
Actually, let me check how far it is from Salvation to Sterlisticor and if you guys can make this. You should have told her like last night to start going here. It's 230 miles. And the hurricane goes.
We slow.
So weird air. Everybody's angry with with each other.
The hurricane goes 216 a day, so you'll be there tomorrow, and then the train will be long past that station.
So we failed the campaign.
We have
No, we
another way of travel.
asked to delay the train. Did
They're
that?
not gonna delay the train of the king.
If only
We
you knew
can't-
someone that could just teleport you there.
Yeah,
I don't know the area that well. It's gonna
What-
be a gamble. Just saying.
what's life without a little gamble?
Well, no other chance. It was a hard evening yesterday, so we forgot to plan further ahead. So let's try the call first, and then we can
Mhm.
still
Alright.
do the risky teleporting.
Alright, so you punch in the number, begin the call, wait about 10 seconds, and then normally it's just a call, but for some reason the blue crystal that is part of the call system starts
Mhm.
shimmering, and then sort of a full holographic
Oh.
view of the cockpit of the train appears in front of you, like a video call.
Ah,
And
fancy.
you see sitting in the center is a man with a grayish beard, sort of a white streak in the center, and the rest is sort of graying. Sitting on behind him on sort of your guys's left side, a woman with sort of long reddish hair, and on the other side, a young man who you've seen before, the Baron of House Orion. And they are all sitting at these sort of like stations, taking control of the train, observing various things. Sort of hear like a beeping in the background. You see sort of the Baron sort of turn and press like a few buttons. Um, and then the man in the center, who Eris recognizes as his dad, um, will speak, and he will say, "Why, hello there, friends of Eris. Hello. We understand you have a mission, but we..." And he looks at the Baron, who sort of... "We were not informed that there was a package delivered to this train. Can you explain further what the plan is?"
It's a different kind of mission, I'm afraid.
Alright. Like another house is sending you? Is this a Lirandar thing? Because I feel like we should still be informed if it's a Lirandar thing.
I'm afraid it's not an official house business per se. We tend to work more outside of the houses as it is, fulfilling various missions, and this is one of them.
That can't be correct, because our dear Eris has been working for the house the entire time.
Eris house.
Yes.
We have not.
Alright. So then why do you want entry to the train?
Eris will just hold out his hand to you, Willow.
Give him the.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, my boy.
I know this is weird and whatnot. No, not even having seen each other in half a year. This is just need your help on this one. A little trust, maybe. I know, host, and has the Baron. Yeah. But could really use help.
Looks like they have speakerphone on. As you go excitedly wave, he just...
It's like this nervous, like...
Yeah.
We could really use your help right now. It's not a house thing. It's very, very important thing.
Very time sensitive.
Very time sensitive. Hey, sorry.
It's a safety thing, more or less, but
So it's
not
a
specified.
Tanith mission? I'll be honest, says the Baron. We are a little bit behind on some of the payments for the Denise people. Is that what this is about? Why can't you just tell
No,
me if
I
this is what
don't.
it is?
I don't think we have anything
I
to
can
do
hear
with
what you're
them.
saying, Miss Lirandar, because Miss... I'm sorry.
Ow. Ow.
We have nothing to do with them. I'm afraid. I don't. I'm not aware of any payments that are late.
Out of character. He just gave you an excuse to say, yes, that is what it is, and you
Oh.
just fully went, no,
Oh.
that's not it.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Not too late. Not back in character. Eris, I would like for Eris to make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Can I have advantage because family?
No. You can have one
What a-
because family.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
you dice.
way too important.
Thank
wanna
you, dice
You want to
gods.
explain to people at home what happened? Because they cannot see the chat.
It was a
It's a natural 20. The barbarian did the 26.
I didn't even know you have proficiency in persuasion.
We have better people for that. Nobody ever asked Eris, hey, can you talk to this guy?
Aww. Buddy. He has a +6. Like, that's pretty good. Alright. And they mute the microphone, but Willow can lip read. So they sort of go, I don't know. I mean, he's done so much. It must be relevant. It must be important. It must be something. But why couldn't he just tell us? He's working for us, right? I mean, yes. He has been on the clock. We have been paying his salary to his apartment in Sharn, where he apparently hasn't been in 6 months. We've been sending letters to him there. I didn't know that he was not, like, there doing... Yeah, I don't know. He didn't give anyone a forwarding address, so we just figured that he was he was getting your letters. Yeah, we were like worried he wasn't responding, but you know, it's Sarah, so we figured he was busy. We could. Do you think their friends just want to see their family? That could be a good reason for them to board the train. Yeah, but then why wouldn't they tell us if they were just boarding to meet with their family ahead of time? It makes total sense if that's what they wanted. Why wouldn't they just have said that? Hmm. Do you think maybe they want to speak to the king ahead of time? Maybe, but again, why wouldn't they just tell us if that's what they were doing? We could easily let them on, give them passage to the right carriage.
Just for stupid.
Maybe they want to apologize to the chef for something? Oh, that's probably it. They probably want to talk to the chef. All right, we will get them passage into the chef's carriage,
Oh god.
and then they can... Well, then we can probably take them with to Salvation from there. All right, very well. And they turn the microphone back on and say, all right, yes, it's been arranged. Will you be able to meet us in Strelisticore around insert time here, which you are not going to be making? Because
We will try our best.
all right, that's our scheduled department, and then we will have someone receive you and take you to the appropriate carriage.
Perfect. Could you perhaps describe the train station for me, please?
Oh, the Solicitor train station. Yes, I will
Yes.
inform you of where we will be departing. And the
Mhm.
holographic image changes to a 3D view of
Perfect.
what the station looks like, with a full sort of like yellow, in the blue hologram, a yellow indicator of where the train track is, that the train will be arriving on, and the perfect routes to get there from each of the entrances.
Mhm.
Then it sort of switches to a frontal view of what the building looks like. In case you don't know how to find it, this is what it looks like. And yes, and this is where the thing, and then blah blah blah. And the toilets are here and here and here, and the emergency exits and blah blah blah. And sort of the mom just goes on a little rant about this station. Eris, you remember your mom helped design this train station, so that's why she's like so into it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, and well, we don't like to brag about this, but there is a teleportation circle if you are trying to, you know, make some haste.
Yes, actually.
Very well, and she sort of shifts to a basement view where you get a perfect view of what the teleportation circle looks like.
Mhm. Wonderful. Thank you so much for this. I mean, this genuinely.
Well, if you're arriving by teleportation circle, you must know that there is sort of a toll, because, you know, we've had to have it installed. We have to hire a wizard for 100 days. So there is a 500 gold toll per group arriving to that teleportation circle.
That's fine.
All right. Well, we will receive you there. See you then.
And Eris takes the call. Like, Mom, Dad, it's really cool that you're in the train and driving it and whatnot.
Oh, it's really cool
Bye.
that we'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, my love.
Eris becomes a different person when he's talking to his parents. How do you turn this thing?
Just click on the mirror. Just
This is the last night Caesar like
500 gold.
500 gold.
My
But
God.
it's safer than just guessing that I have the right after seeing it once.
Well, it's just through 5, so it's not that big of a deal. We wanted to throw money at our problems anyway, so why not just take the legal way and throw money anyway?
Oh, but
Sure.
this is not a problem I usually throw money at.
Well, here's to the experiences, I guess.
Oh.
Shall we go right away? Do we take shit?
That's a good.
Yeah,
It's a good
like
idea. Do we have to?
Armor.
I'm gonna
Stuff.
suit up before we go there.
Yeah.
So we meet each other in 20 minutes in the game room. I expect.
Wait, so we're not flying to Srilisakor? Should I just fly back to Valtiron and dock the ship there?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yes.
Alright. You feel the ship very lightly lurch as she sort of turns it back towards Valtiron.
By the way, does Fleur looks like she had enough sleep and is well rested, or?
Yeah, she has a backup pilot, sort of a
Oh, okay, cool.
distant cousin that Willow never met before. He's not in this room, he's currently sleeping, he has the night shift.
And otherwise, her dad's also here. So, I'm sure it's fine.
True.
All right, so
Shut up.
Alright, everyone suits up, meets back 20 minutes later. And Willow has some chalks out, maybe, to teleport? Or do you just fucking clap your hands and go? You clap your hands. Alright. As Willow claps her hands, the sound echoes around you, and almost like as if you're standing on water, the floor starts rippling, and the ripples get higher and higher and higher. And for a moment, you think, okay, this is not good. Exactly, yeah, you're starting to feel it just a little bit. And then the ripples start shifting, and the view starts shifting to sort of this circular underground chamber that was shown to you before. As you arrive at the teleportation circle, you see that there is sort of a man leaning against the wall. He's sort of dozing off just a little bit, in like armor. Just a little bit. I said he's not sleeping.
Not asleep.
He's just sort of, bored, not expecting anyone to arrive when you guys suddenly appear, and he goes, oh, hello, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Srilisakor. I must inform you that the arrival fee is 500 gold pieces.
We've been
Yeah,
informed.
we knew. We have paid already.
That's not how it works. Unfortunately, you pay upon arrival. Whoever swindles you lied.
God damn it.
Let's just give him your money.
My money?
Our,
Well, sure.
all our money.
I give him. Yeah, we all pay.
Yeah.
So everyone pays 100
Oh,
gold.
yes.
I'll give
Yeah.
him 10
Alright, a
platinum,
pleasure
but,
doing
Yeah.
business with you. Welcome to Srilisakor. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to check your passports. Can I see them?
Is he a Orion?
No, it looks
An
like he's
Orion
just a
person?
pre-lish immigration officer.
Boring. Do
You
we
all
have
have
Ah.
passports, by the way. Like, everyone
Oh.
would have one.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I took a little bit of magic for my weapon thing where I can make it just for this. Like, poof. There we go.
Alright,
Mark gives him his papers.
mustache.
Lord Orion, long way from Sharn. Welcome to Srilisakor.
Thank you.
Where just pulls out his documents and gives them stuff.
Yeah, the document of nobility. He does not have a small passport. He has a full scroll of
Yeah.
pedigree. So he unscrolls the scroll. You might want to get this one refreshed. It did expire last year, but I will let you in because
Yeah, I don't
technically
really
it's
cannot
like-
go to the
yeah,
capital to get it renewed, I know.
Exactly. Yeah, we know. And then looks at the
What?
rest of your group expectantly.
Dwan takes it out of his mustache. No, just kidding. He takes it out of his pocket.
Right, passport.
Very
Fuck.
simple.
Um,
There you go.
next.
Lord
What are we gonna
Dratsk,
do?
welcome to Srilisakor.
How about an extra platinum piece and we forget about the passport?
Ha. No.
Fuck.
Show me your passport.
Oh,
Um,
Just do what the chat
man.
says.
Yeah, I'll grab my 5 passports and look to the real one.
As he sees you pull out 5 passports, he inspects this one that you just handed him much closer. Ah,
I didn't know Frame requires 5 passports.
no, he's a changeling. That's why he has 5 passports. All right, here you go.
That's racist. It just feels racist. But good.
No,
I
that's
wasn't
very
sure.
true. Um. Uh. I'm just. Uh. I don't. I think I may have some paper seeing. I've not really had any time lately to get a new passport. Seeing mine kind of boom. Just a second. And she'll like pull out some papers from Lyrandar, I
You
guess.
have
I
like
don't.
Lyrandar house
Yeah.
papers with you for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Lady D. Lyrandar, you, why are you at a train station?
Great question. My mom's on the train, and I don't know. I don't want to be here.
All right, yes. Get yourself a new passport.
I will get on that.
You guys easily paid up. Like, if the guys are being shifty about paying, then I'm gonna be shifty about their passports. You guys seem okay. You know, don't be terrorists. Opens the door and lets you guys through.
Thank you.
Just standing outside. Always these goddamn trains.
Blow up the platform. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
I will bury you both.
Do it.
What? Try it.
I double dare you.
Oh, don't you remember this where you crash into the ground multiple times, almost crying from the injuries I gave you? Don't test me.
Yeah.
My mom made this shit.
How about we stop the infighting and focus on the mission?
Started it. And there's just
I don't care who
was
started
joking.
it. I'm the one that putting an end to it. Focus on the mission, guys.
Vaughn just thinks, do we even need children? We already have some.
At this point, we have a whole bunch, and they're already fighting each other. We did a great job, honey.
Yeah, let's go to the arriving platform and wait.
Sure. I'm looking for some good music. Give me a moment. Sure, this works.
I mean, it takes a little while before the train comes, right?
Yeah, you
Getting
guys have like a
snacks?
few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check out this
Just
platform, drink
sit
something, go
on
to the toilet, that kind
some
of thing.
benches.
There's like the kiosk type store where they have like coffees and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a place that sells some weapons?
Did you not bring
At the
weapons?
train station.
There's a vending machine for
They're
crossbows.
right there.
Well, you know this thing, right? When you go on a plane, you have to go to customs and you have to give up certain things and you can buy them behind the customs again.
But I
So,
don't think they don't sell weapons at plane.
I imagine. Okay,
No.
so this train station, I imagine also it's sort of similar to Amsterdam Central. So there's like tunnels underneath the train station that run the other ways. So in these other tunnels, there is like interesting little stores. There's a casino as well. There is sort of a Starbucks type place. There's like a few places where you guys could hang out for a few hours.
Domar's gonna sit next to Willow first.
I'm getting Starbucks. I don't know what you want.
I can get whatever that is, sure. Listen, I just. You didn't hear me?
No.
No, you're
Okay.
You turned robot.
Yeah, we just heard.
Yeah, sure, I can get whatever that is. Listen.
Oh, maybe there are mini marshmallows there.
They have mini marshmallows.
I don't know, but they may.
Oh my god, now I'm all excited. And I was gonna be serious, but now I'm excited about the marshmallows. So that's gonna be tough. But about yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I made my choice and you made yours, and we can make our own choices and we have the right to do so. I just want you to know that I don't want you to force yourself to do anything you might not want to do. And that I want you to get out of this safely. And I will do whatever it takes to make that happen. But we need to deactivate it. Not just for ourselves, but for the whole of the continent. Hell, world even. It needs to get done with.
Sure, like I said yesterday, if anything happens, don't say I didn't tell you anything.
I know. Just hope that there aren't any hard feelings between us
No?
because of it. Alright then.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've been told
Yeah,
I'm
you
a little
ate a
bitchy when I'm
paper.
tired. Yeah.
You ate a whole ass letter in the morning that did make me think that something is wrong in between us. Because you ate a letter my husband wrote you, so that was the
Oh,
only
Vaughn
conclusion I
wrote
came to.
that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he spent 50 minutes writing the very thorough explanation of our discussion for you so that you were caught
I
up in
did
the
read
loop.
it. I did read it.
Well, at least there's
Don't
that.
worry.
I hope you enjoyed your meal
And the nuggies were great.
and the
Paper, not so great, but I already knew that. But, you know,
You could have just spat it out after he left. You don't have to
I
eat it
didn't.
all.
I had a point to make.
You are way too stubborn sometimes.
I know.
Okay, so the
You've met
marshmallows.
my mom, so, you know.
Oh, I'm not gonna be meeting you when you're older and more like her. I love you bad.
I really hope it doesn't come to that, to be fair.
Oh yeah, I mean, people tend to turn into their mothers when they're old.
She checked, I kid you not, she went around and checked Fleur's ship if ever there was anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong. The ship is great.
Yeah, apparently it takes like a minute to get to the cannons, though, because we did too
I mean,
much of expanding.
okay, she technically counted for an average person, and we have Ares. We're good.
It's something about marshals. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited about the marshmallows. I mean, I'm gonna be extremely sad if they're not there because I do want to try them before I might
Oh, the
possibly
marshmallow. I
die.
thought you said marshals. I'm sorry.
No, what marshmallows? No,
No.
I'm just in for the marshmallows.
And I hope they have marshmallows. Because they're really good.
So, Michelin.
You said that does the Starbucks have mini marshmallows?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll a d20, and if it's even, they have it.
Just one?
One of you can roll a d20, and if it's even, they have them.
Are you rolling?
Sure.
So as you get up to the front of the order, you do see mini marshmallows at 1 silver piece.
Tomorrow's taking 3 portions of those mini marshmallows into his
Just want a
drink.
cup filled with mini marshmallows.
You can
Yes,
just take
please.
a hot chocolate with the
Yeah.
mini marshmallows.
So essentially, you guys all order drinks, and you are given a separate cup that is filled with mini marshmallows. You can dose them yourself.
This is the best place I've ever been to.
We had them with ice cream.
This place is called Moonbox, by the way, for copyright reasons. The
Is
logo,
everybody here, or is
the
it?
logo is human legs with a fish top. Just a fish with human legs.
Yes.
Is everybody here, or just me and Willow?
I heard
Yep.
there was a casino.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I feel like Eris is gonna play that stupid game again if there's a casino.
Yep.
Oh, I hope I can go with Aris to the casino.
Are we playing
No.
Dragonflight? Is that what we're doing for the rest of the session? Do we not want to do the actual session?
We have
No, I
like
want
an
to do
hour
the actual
left.
session, but I feel like this is
I'm,
happening
I'm
at some
legally
point.
not allowed to make a decision here because I am up for Dragonflight.
I don't know what it is.
It's with dice.
Oh, that's true.
I
Jasper
didn't
never
play it
played
there.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never played
maybe,
as well.
Maybe one round. Were you not? Oh, you were also not there during that session. All
I
right.
was,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll do one round.
Oh god.
All right. Hang on. Let me grab
Oh,
the
I'll
map.
find
I
some
think
d6.
I think I
Yeah,
still
I
have
forgot
it.
I forgot the rules.
I'm so
anyway.
bad at this game.
So do we ante like 100 platinum each?
Jesus
Ever not.
Christ. I do, but
Yeah, let's not do that.
I forgot the rules anyway.
you need like
Been a
66 or
while.
something?
Yeah, you
Or
need
do we
4d6.
do we need
36.
physical D6?
Yeah.
Physical d6. Yes, it's easier.
Then I have to.
Be
I'll
right
get
back.
them.
It's easier to roll them physically. And I need
Trying
to
to find them without spilling them over the entire table.
I need to get the handout as well. Hang on, I think I still have it. Heist plan, items, prophecies. Where is it? Oh, here, casino. Dragonflight. Excellent.
6d6,
Oh, you need
yes?
5d6.
Five,
Five,
5d6.
So was it 4, 5, 6?
5.
5d6.
I also need to grab some d6 because obviously I'm joining. Like if we're gonna play, I want to play.
Last time I got called out for being dyslexic by Michelle, so this is gonna be great.
I don't remember this.
I do. Very vividly.
The thing is, I have very bad memory. Like, if that's why I take notes during D&D, because I do not remember what happened. This is like true. I have very bad memory. That's why I do math. It's like you don't have to remember, you just have to understand it. Alright, I do have 5 matching D6s here. They are Bardic Inspiration dice that I got from
Hey.
Kickstarter. So they're all purple and
Ooh.
orbs on them. Oh no, I dropped
Fancy.
it. Where did it go?
That's fancy,
There it is.
yeah.
Alright.
4 matching and 1 mixed die.
Yes!
I only have mixed.
So,
Should I go for matching or mixed? That is a question. Because I do have a set of d6.
Got 4 big ones and 1 very big chunker.
I have 2 metal ones.
I'm just going to quickly grab the rules just to be sure. I'm fairly certain I remember them, but I just want to be sure. Because I just did brag about how I don't remember shit, so.
Because it was rolling once, then deciding how many you want to re-roll,
Yes.
and that is the end thing.
So, to start the game, all players bet 1 chip. As you can see, there are currently 3 chips laid out for each of you, including myself. So what we'll do is make sure that everyone knows what's going on where. We'll have Dumara over here, and we'll have Erish/Vaughn over there, because I do not need Marcus playing for 2 people. That's Gunner. We don't need Gunner. And then we'll have Willow playing over here, and then we'll have Nyx playing over there, and then we'll have the house playing 2 seats. So I guess I am rolling twice. Grab some more d6s. So the thing is, first everyone is gonna bet 1 chip. That is just the ante, that's just to get into the game.
Yep.
And then everyone is going to roll 5d6, and you're gonna roll them in. It says each player rolls all 5 dice in view of the table. So that
in front
means
of the
that you're
camera.
going to roll your 5d6, and you're gonna inform the specific rolls from small to big in the chat.
Alright.
So roll your 5d6. And then from small to big, just type it out in the chat. Not adding them, just separate numbers.
Noted. And what is the goal? To have the lowest or the highest numbers?
I will tell you this in a moment. The first thing is roll.
Alright. I'm not sure if we can make it visible.
You can just type it in the chat. All right. So, to start the game, all players bet on chip. Each player then throws all 5 dice in view of the table. After everyone has rolled, each player is permitted 1 rethrow, which allows, but does not oblige, them to reroll any of their dice in secret. Players can shield rerolled dice with their hands or hide them under a cup, but they cannot touch them again once they are rolled. So now, what you want, because I did share the handout with you guys again, I believe,
Mhm.
Dragonflight show to players.
Yes.
Because what you want is 5 of a kind. That's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for Yahtzee, right? That is the word the victory in this case. Beat so
The best one.
yes, or you could get a 4 of a kind, or you could get a 3 of a kind and a pair, or you could get a 3 of a kind, then 2 pairs, then 1 pair, and then no matches. And you want to get as high as you can on this score. So any of your dice you're allowed to reroll. You're just going to be informing the group of which dice you're keeping. Right, so if you look at my first chat, I have a 1, 3, 4, 6, 6. So for this one, I'm going to just keep the 2 6s and reroll the rest. But I do not need to inform you what my reroll is. I just inform you I keep the 6s, I reroll the rest. And then for my other hand, I think I am just going to... I'll keep the 6 and the 4. Because the thing is also, if there's a tie, then the highest total added together wins. If there's a tie. If multiple people have, for example, a Chimera, multiple people have Chimera, you add all the dice together, and then the highest total wins. So I'm going to re-roll the rest, so you guys can also inform everyone what's happening to your hand, what you want to re-roll, what you want to keep. I'm seeing Jasper already has a pretty good hand right there.
Yeah, re-rolling the 1.
I am keeping the 2 3s and re-rolling the other 3.
I'm not rerolling.
All right.
I think I'll roll the 6 and keep the 4s.
Sure.
Terrible poker face.
Yeah.
Man,
Terrible poker
unless he's
face.
doing it on purpose. All right, so
Oh, I forgot this is gambling.
so right now, the now everyone gets a chance to stick to their current bet, which is 1 chip, or raise by 1 chip. If one player raises, all other players must match, raise higher, or fold and lose their current chip. So currently everyone has 1 chip in. So you can all move 1 chip to the center of the table.
I don't have access to it.
What?
Same.
I thought last time everyone had
Same.
access to them.
Well, I don't have access anymore either.
Oh, it is a
I don't
character
have it
sheet, so I
either.
can just give you access to this character sheet, then it should be good. Can be controlled by all players. Alright, try it now.
Yep.
Alright, so this is the current bet. And now everyone gets a chance to raise if they want to try and raise. I'm gonna fold. Both of my hands are gonna fold. Because we already know that Nyx has the 4 4s. So you already know you need at least 4 4s, or like a 4 of a kind or a 5 of a kind to even beat what Nyx currently has.
Oh wait, I misunderstood the rules. Oh fuck.
I did the same thing!
I misunderstood the rules. I got it all wrong. I'm folding. No.
All
I
right,
just
take your
realized.
chip back. All right, so I think everyone's folding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, my highest, I ended up getting a Ets in heads. I have 2 1s and 2 4s, and I have a Chimera. I have a 3 of a kind, but yeah, I did not beat a 4 of a kind, so. I think this one goes to Nyx, because Nyx is the only one that raised. Did you roll another 4? Nice. Yahtzee.
Yes.
Alright, so all chips go to Nyx. Alright, so do we understand how the game works?
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes.
Everyone bets
I feel so tough.
Okay, so everyone bets 1 chip. So put your chip in the center. And then you roll all your d6s.
Was it really with telling everybody your
Last time we didn't tell anyone.
Last time we didn't, but I just read the rules and it says in the rules that we should. So we just didn't do any like information to each other. We just rolled in secret and then it was just poker face.
It was very fun, yeah. Like poker.
All right. So let's do them in this order. Dumar, what are you rerolling?
I'm gonna reroll the 4.
Only the 4? You're gonna keep the 5?
No, actually 4 and 5.
All right. So Dumar's rolling the 4 and the 5. Uni, could you put them from small to big next time?
Oh, sorry.
What are you rolling?
I've got the 1, the 6, and the 5.
The 1, 6, and 5. You're keeping the 2 3s. All right. I am going to only reroll the 5. I'm gonna keep the others. Jasper, what the fuck?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you rerolling anything? You can keep
Yes,
this if
I
you
will
want, because you
reroll.
currently have rampage. So
Rampage.
only a high, so only 4 of a kind or a 5 of a kind could beat you.
I will reroll the 2 5s.
All right, rerolling the 2 5s. And then my other hand, I'm going to reroll everything but the 6s. So I'm going to keep the 2 6s.
And I'll be re-rolling everything but the 2 5s.
You're going to keep the 2 5s, but you're going to reroll the 2 6s?
Yes. That is something a gambler would.
That's something Eris would do. I get it.
No,
All right.
No. I have more hope that I will roll 5s instead of more 6s.
Oh, okay, sure.
This is just stupid things.
Mm-hmm. All right. I have rerolled, and I'm going to raise.
Well, I'm going with. I'm absolutely raising.
Just for me, are we not going in turn order or something? Or okay, well I fold.
I also fold.
I don't think we're going in order because that seems kind of unfair.
That's good.
Martina?
I raise, yeah. Sorry.
You raise as well? All right. So I have, because we cannot raise more. So
yeah, that's a stupid thing.
Yeah, I have rampage.
I too have rampage, but I feel. Wait, I have. What numbers do you have?
My total, if I add them together, is 13.
Oh yeah, you win.
What do you have?
No, nothing. Because I don't have enough chips.
I have 8.
I can't bluff my way over this. I have an head in head. That's all.
All right.
I didn't roll a 6 or a 5, so I fucked myself even worse.
So I
feel like
on
for
the hand
chips to
where I
play
already,
so hello at
I mean, on the hand where I already had 2 2s and 2 3s, I rolled a 3. So that's, yep, I got lucky on that one. The other hand, I know I didn't raise because I know what I have. I also had Eden heads on the other hand, but yeah, I had a 2. So that's how we play Dragonflight. So you guys are spending time in the casino playing Dragonflight. Welcome to the magical world of D&D. I would do more rounds, but I feel like at this point we're just stalling.
It's good.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan?
I'm just waiting until
You're just waiting for the train. Sure.
Winning some money from Eris.
And then Eris wins some money
That's if-
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Drinking hot chocolate.
Yes, with marshmallows.
Very well.
Still.
The time rolls around when the announcement is made, sort of, the train headed for Salvation will be arriving on platform, blah, blah, blah. You go over to this platform, and you can see that there's quite a few people just waiting for this train. Like, they're also just normal passengers here. They all have tickets to get onto the train, so you could have just come here and stole some tickets, but that's fine. But they're all standing at the back of the platform, and you had been informed by Eris's mom to actually meet all the way at the front of the platform, which is where the carriage will be, where the kitchen is. And yeah, you see a very nicely decorated, if not in a bit of a state where you think, okay, they could have polished this train a little bit before coming this way. They could have got some metal polish out. They could have cleaned the windows, repainted Anyway,
Hmm.
probably you guys are just like, wow, nice train, and Eris is kind of like, they could have done something with this train. Eris would notice. Um, and you see standing sort of on that little, because it's separate carriages, so on that little balcony that's always in between two carriages, right? You see again this woman who you saw before. She's wearing a long blue dress down to sort of her ankles, this long reddish orangish hair, a warm smile as she sees Eris. And as the train sort of comes to a halt, she does like a little wave to sort of catch her attention as Eris is just sort of swaying back and forth, mesmerized by the train. There is my little Fastieth.
Hey, Mom.
So, my boy, are you going to introduce me to your friends?
Yeah, normally they do the talking. Here, is this Nix or Norm? It's Nix. My brother in arms.
Sure.
Is this
That's-
Dumar?
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Then we have her husband, Vaughn.
Her husband. Nice.
His husband, sorry.
I love that you still do
I'm
that.
very. I
Still
never did, I
happens.
never made that mistake. Just today.
It's fine.
Damn it. Then Willow de Larandar is also here.
We spoke before.
Mm-hmm.
The one that called you.
Also, this is what the token that we're using for her, by the way.
Yeah. That's our troop.
All right. Now, Marcus, I am going to ask you, because I could try this. You told me the name of your mother. How
Mhm.
in your mind is it pronounced? Because I don't want to mispronounce it.
I don't even know the name anymore. So
Oh, it's over here in the top corner. Hang on, I will show you the nameplate. You said I would say it's Elise, but I could imagine like a German type pronunciation would more be
no,
like
no,
Elise.
Elise is right.
Elise. All right.
Mhm.
Just making sure. You never know. Um. Well met. My name is Elise. I wasn't sure which wagon you guys were interested in, so we got you entrance through here. But if you're trying to go anywhere else, just don't cause too much trouble. And if you're trying to go somewhere you're not supposed to go, don't.
We will keep that in mind.
We'll do our best.
Well, maybe it's nice if we know where we're not supposed to go, so we don't go there.
Well, we got you entrance into sort of this kitchen area and the dining area. But to get to the back of the train, where sort of the normal passengers go, you need to pass through sort of the high security area. So don't go through the central of the train. If you really need to go to the back to, for some whatever reason, just wait till we stop at a station. Sort of quickly pop out. I'll give you some wristbands so you can just sort of get into the back of the train. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Very well. And she does pull out some wristbands. So the wristbands gives you access to the kitchen and the dining train and the back of the train where they have just sort of commoners traveling.
Is she wearing a wristband?
No.
I'm just interested.
Are we gonna go in the back or?
Oh, I thought you needed to be here. I heard you have previous encounters with the chef, and we figured you want to speak with him.
Chef?
Which
Yes, Chef Gord. Remember?
That dude. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one that cooked for us at dinner. He's an amazing chef. That is
Yeah,
true.
the one we kinda, Eris. That one.
You mean that we didn't do anything? He fucked
We
up
did.
his own cooking and turned to stone. Not our fault.
Right.
Seriously, why is it's not our fault?
But I guess we should all go to the back, right?
Yep, I feel like.
Appreciate
I'll
the
You sure
go.
you're just
on,
gonna
but
ride the train? I thought you wanted to meet with someone.
like I said, or
Iris, do you want to
like
meet with
Willow said,
Eberron?
Eris, I thought we were going to be a little closer up front for the other thing.
well,
All right, two things.
Mhm.
yeah, guess we have to.
Mhm.
You can, you're better than talking. Just you don't need to be more in the front. So
Yes, we have
I know
we'll
it's
split
all
the group.
weird. I know it's
Yeah.
all weird, Mom. I'm very sorry, but you know,
It's all right. You have some business here. I don't quite know what it is, but well, I've been trying to help you guys out.
appreciate that. Really, I really do.
Of course.
Tomorrow looks over at Nyx. So we go to the back, or and then at Van. Where are you headed?
That's a good question. Guess I'll help out in the front as well. Be careful, right?
Sorry, could you repeat?
I'll go into the front and I'll help out.
Be careful.
You as well. Get a little smack on the cheek.
See you soon.
All right.
Willow, us
Mm.
sending if you need us.
There's no magic in there, I feel.
Shout
There is-
really loud.
Sure, I'll shout to the back of the train.
I mean, I could do that.
At that point, I'd rather just pull out a guitar or something.
Also good. Let's go.
All right. As you say the words, let's go. The train. So we've split the party. A very interesting choice. We always like it when people make that choice. So we have group 1 down here. Eris, Willow, Vaughn, and Eris' mom in the kitchen. And then we have group 2 up here. Dumar and Nyx in the just a barracks, essentially. There's just a bunch of fun people in here just
Passengers.
traveling on the train. Oh, Martina, are you okay?
Now, yes, but I just figured you said passengers.
It's just passengers. Yeah, as you can see, look around, you just see a freaking bunch of passengers. Yeah. You get the feeling you guys are just in the carriage where that has sort of the king's personal guard force in it, because you see all the people here have like some type of leather armor on, have short swords and bows at their side.
Mhm.
Nothing too fancy, nothing too magical. Sort of just his general. Oh shit hits the fan. We are the the immediate responding army force. But I think I'm gonna start in the kitchen. You guys see Chef Ramsel Cord himself. He's back, baby, new and improved. Um, and he is barking orders at these 4 poor crew members that are running around a not dissimilar kitchen to the one you encountered before, where you see various cooking stations. You see them running around back and forth. And at one point, one of them comes over to you and says, "Oh, excuse me," and then goes through this door and then goes probably to a dining carriage that you sort of see in that moment where both of the doors slide open and she steps into the next carriage. You can see into a dining carriage where there are some, nobles having dinner or having lunch at this point. And they're sort of moving back and forth. And Elise says, "All right, well, I'll leave you to it, Eris. Do you want to... Or do you want to stay here with your friends? I get it if you do."
I kind of have to stay here for now, but
All right.
we can talk later.
Of course, we'll just be out in the front, all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
I'll meet you later.
so you didn't get any of our letters?
Letters?
Yeah, we sent you letters to Sharn, to your apartment.
Oh, I haven't been there in like half a year,
Yeah,
actually.
well, we figured,
It's
but we
been-
didn't know where else to send them, and you never send anything back, so we figured you were on something important. So she sort
I
of
also
squeezes your
thought
cheek.
you were.
I'm very proud of you. You got
Thought you were
this.
something important. Yeah, thank you.
Did you
Say
just
hi to
what
Dad
did you say to
later.
your what?
What?
You just tried to dish your mother? That's not very nice.
What did I do?
Oh no.
I acoustically didn't understand you, actually.
Oh, like you said, I thought you were something on something
No,
important.
you did something important.
Oh,
That's why they don't message me. But Eris doesn't think that he needs to be in a place where they can message him.
you should. Says me. It's not been reached 4 years.
Okay, so
The chef turns to you and says, "Are you just gonna stand there, or are you here with business?" "Oh, are you here with business?" He's British, obviously. "Wait a minute!" Those faces.
I'm really happy you didn't poison
What
my
are
food.
you doing in my
Van
kitchen?
Van
Was
will
there
go
something
for
not
it.
to your liking at the banquet that I organized? Because I did my best.
No, it
No,
was great.
Mr. Gore, it was an excellent meal.
Ever since I was turned to stone, my fingers have been quite stiff. That's why I've hired extra help. Are you here to help as well? I didn't request you, and also last time you were here, you turned me to stone, so...
And Eris is like, you got cut yourself. We didn't. He feels the willow behind him, like, stop it! Like,
Stop.
no, currently we are in a. We have something to do. We will not stand in your way, so please just continue.
He eyes you suspiciously. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Is that suspicious?
Nice.
Nice.
I rolled twice today.
Very well. You are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Also, your food was amazing in the banquet. Thank you very much for not doing anything weird with it, I guess. It's great. Thank you.
It was an honorable bouquet. I do my best.
So, where are we going?
Well, you decided to, have a different way of doing this, so maybe you could. Maybe you have an idea where specifically we should be at.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could try to like hear out some people's conversations, get a little closer to the front, because I guess that's where he is.
Some reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Which way is the front? Like, this is Marcus talking. Which way would be the front? This way or the other way?
Yeah, that way. That's the way Eris's mom walked, right?
Okay.
So
Also,
that
the
was
train is
way-
moving. Am I crazy, or can you not see the movement of the train?
I
I can see it moving
Exactly.
can
Which
see
way
it.
would it be moving if that was the front?
backwards.
I can't see the movement.
But-
I'm sorry.
There's also a nest train, so you have seats both directions.
You would still know which way is the front by looking at the movement of the train, honey.
Marcus can't see it.
Why? That's weird. Why can't everyone
I
else
don't
see
know.
it? It's fine. Just look out the
I'm
window.
special. Yeah, that's why Marcus asked where the front is.
What does it look like when you look out the window?
Blurry green, just a blur, and not moving blur, just blurry.
Aw, sad. I worked so hard on this. It's fine, yes. She did move this way. And you know, because you
Mhm.
guys stood outside, this is the kitchen, and the next wagon is the cockpit. There is no wagon in between. There is no other front then, where she invited you to come and you declined.
Mhm.
We could go further, but this would be into the cockpit, which would be very weird, and I think
Mhm.
even too far in front. So I
Alright.
guess we'll just don't disturb the guests and just.
Mhm.
Eris would know because we all saw that it would be kitchen, eating place where you're not allowed to go, and then common area, right?
Yes.
So we can't really go further than that. We would be standing in front of a door that we're not allowed to go through
Mhm.
at the end of the dining hall. So we're in a kind of
Yeah.
funny spot, and we
But-
made it ourselves.
But maybe if they are already in the dining hall, that's also an option.
Yeah, well,
And let's first
Good.
scout out what's happening in this kitchen. Let's first get a real feel of like the staff and how they're like behaving, what they're saying.
hmm
All right. So we'll cut to the other group. You have entered, like I said, into the. You see that there is still one carriage behind you, but that appeared to be a carriage for cargo. So even though you guys have like the information that your wristband would get you into the back, they did not let you into the very back carriage because that's cargo. Um. So these people in this carriage, like I said, they are the attendants and the personal guard and all these types of people of all the other nobles on board, because there are apparently many nobles on board. So these people are just like they're butlers, they're housemaids, they're dog walkers, whatever. And they're just loudly conversing, playing cards with each other. They are on the job technically, so they don't have any wristbands on. They are just part of the personal entourage of the other people on board, but placed out of the way here. You guys are seated at a bench in the back, as everyone else is, like I said, just moving back and forth from table to table, playing cards, playing music. You're just sort of sitting there, like, okay, what is the plan?
Dumar, what are we going to do?
Well, there's obviously no soul ring in here, so we might try to move farther.
Go up one?
Just walk as you belong there. It usually works.
Okay, is that like sorry, or get out of my way? What kind of
No.
walk?
Don't mind me. I'm supposed to be here. Just walk. If you bump into somebody, then apologize. Or if you need them out of your way.
Sprint
But
and
just
walk.
don't make it fast. Just follow my lead. And he's gonna
I follow you.
he's just gonna walk there in a regular manner, not really making a fuss about it, just walking as he knows where he walks.
Sure. So you want to walk this way?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So you guys can go through here into the next carriage. And you see this next carriage is standard class. Again, it's packed with maids and butlers of all the
Oh, that
people
brings
on
back
board.
memories.
It's packed with maids and butlers that are on board here. It looks like you are allowed to be in this area. You can see glass doors in between each of the parts of the hallway, and another door at the very far end.
Maids and butlers, you say?
hmm
No people we recognize.
Make an insight check.
23.
No, no people you recognize. All right, so you guys want to make your way again over to the next carriage?
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
when we walk, I will look into every of the rooms.
Yes. And I'll
Yeah,
sort of,
yeah,
your
absolutely.
insight check will sort of be for this carriage as you're
Yeah.
moving through. Yep.
That's all.
And before we move through, I would like, is there like glass in the window between the carriages so that I can see what is in the next compartment before we just barge in?
You can see what you can see. So if your token can see it, then you can see it. You should be able to see through to here, right?
Yes.
Because it's a window that I put there. Yeah.
Yeah, here my vision ends.
now it does.
Yeah, because that's where the door is.
All right.
So
So
these
let's move
doors,
up.
okay, I'll clarify. These doors are made of glass, but the doors to the outside are just full solid doors. But I'm gonna first skip back to the other group, because I did open one door for you guys. So you can move yourselves up and over to this next carriage. How I imagine, because the lightning rails are very safe, is sort of as they're docked at the station, the carriages sort of come apart to allow people to enter into the sides, and then as they're traveling, they're sort of smushed together a bit more. So it's very safe to sort of travel to the other sides. You don't have to, because it looks like this is like a very awkward jump that you're gonna have to make, but it's
Mhm.
fine. You can just make it.
Would be really weird for the food. For people
Yeah.
bringing food in, like,
Exactly.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So who's opening the door?
I guess Vanis.
All right. Oh, that's the wrong layer. There we go. Boop.
I was just following behind.
All right. And yeah, you guys step into the dining carriage. You see everyone here is regally dressed, fancy people spending their time eating and drinking and smoking and reading the local newspaper. You guys can make out in the very far end from where you guys are standing is a string quartet playing beautiful chamber music. And yeah, at a glance, Willow, everyone recognizes a few of the people in this room.
Well,
One of them you hear
um,
before you see. And then I went to the other place, and that is where I managed to find these beautiful new shoes.
Oh my god.
Why do I have to deal with him tomorrow?
I don't think Vaughn knows them at all.
No.
So he's just like, eh. Okay. So
Hmm.
what is the next step?
Do you guys leave the door open, or do you come in and close it behind you?
Look,
Because you're
I wanted
normally
to let
still
you.
standing outside.
Mm.
I wanted to let you talk, but yeah, we are going in and just closing the door. Eris would probably know maybe what these doors lead to. Is it to bathrooms
Yes,
or
bathrooms.
okay?
Check the bathrooms because last time there were bombs in the bathroom.
As you say this, a head pokes around the corner.
Just say.
A armored knight with wearing a helmet, who sort of looks around the corner. You can't make out his facial expressions, but as you mentioned, last time there were bombs in the bathrooms. Probably a look of confusion on his face.
I'm very sorry.
And then he sort of leans back and looks you up and down twice, like he does a double take. And then he raises his visor, and you all recognize him from your time spent in a certain time loop. A bannerman who heroically wanted to lead his armies to victory, but instead you told him to teleport away.
Shit.
And
no.
so as he raises his visor, it looks you up and down again, and then sort of cocks his head and then says, "Please, step further in. Don't linger around the door. You might get in the way of the staff."
Mm-hmm. Vaughn will just look at the other two like, shit, what the hell? And then, well, I'm going to pee. Eris just goes into the bathroom. Since I guess we as well take the other one.
What?
And I guess they both will just look around, see if there's anything that is.
I did say, please step in further. I don't want to have to knock down the doors, gentlemen, but maybe use the latrines after.
What? Oh, he wanted us to come closer to him. I thought
Yes.
he was like,
Yes.
oh. I thought he's like, don't just stand there or you will block the passageway.
Also, you have drawn quite a lot of attention to yourself by ignoring his request to come further into the carriage. So all the conversation is sort of starts falling silent.
That was actually just a misunderstanding that Marcus didn't get.
Sure. So
I thought he would
didn't
just
get it.
Ouch!
Listen, he was very much like, please come in further. So that was the first thing he said. The conversations in the room sort of fall silent a little bit as he sort of still is looking at you guys, and then he says, "I demand to know how you knew of the approaching cataclysm when we met in Kelazard on the day of mourning."
Oh no.
Immediately, everyone's attention is on this. How could you possibly have known that was going to happen? You specifically told me I had 5 minutes left, and that is exactly what happened.
Bard. This
I
is not
really
your
don't
fault.
have.
Just do your Bard thing.
I really don't have time for this. Okay. God, it's a weird story. Really, I don't really know how to explain that to you. Sure, very sorry. We're currently trying to figure out something else. Please, just let us do our thing.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you do your thing. You might have been the ones responsible for the day of mourning. How else would you have known? At this, people are sort of like leaning over their tables and starting to whisper to each other.
Oh.
You can see the table that has all your moms at it
Mhm.
is just silent, watching this happen.
Ares is just like, is somebody looking for somebody that's kind of insane? Like, it's just looking. He's just, like,
Everyone laughs at this as you say this. They say he is Cicero. He is the legendary war hero. Even after
okay.
the day of mourning, he proved himself. So this is like various nobles sort of like declaring for him. They're
Mhm.
like, we believe what he is saying. You might want to explain what he is talking about.
Yeah, we're. I
I know
Marcus.
you, he says. I'll never forget your faces. You saved my life, but I demand to know why and how.
Sees Marcus is at a loss for words.
Yeah,
I
same.
didn't
I don't
have
know.
anything
Should
like
we
All
that.
right, so think about this, and I'm gonna cut back to the other.
Yeah, thank you, please. The fuck? I'll stab him in the chest.
Fine with
No!
this one. Have
Don't
fun
do
with
that!
this one.
It's just such a
No!
All right, the other guys, you can move up, yeah?
All right.
So, how do you think they are going on in there?
very funny.
Well, I mean, I don't really know. They're trying to figure out who the assassin is. That might be quite difficult job to do. And I cannot move further.
You
Okay.
make your way into these sleeper carriages. So each of them is currently closed. Some of them have like a curtain drawn in front of the window. All the others have like a little window in the door, but some of them have the curtains drawn currently.
Can I like peek in without being creepy? Just
We can look into the ones that don't have the curtains drawn, but the curtains are there
yes.
for a reason.
I hold Dumar for now. Like, let's check the open ones first. Then we come back for the closed ones.
Yep.
Yep.
What I'm gonna do. Do we roll something or?
No, you're just looking through the windows, right?
Yeah.
Sure. So this one is empty. That one has a curtain drawn. This one has a curtain drawn. This one is empty. This one is empty. There's like people's stuff in there, but there's not a person in there. This one has a curtain drawn. This one has a curtain drawn. This one is empty. This one is empty. And this one has a curtain drawn. So like I said, the empty ones have like stuff in them. The bed is not made, all these other things, but there's not a person in there currently.
So just change, open, housekeeping, and nothing.
I don't think that's gonna work. By the way, when there are empty rooms but with staff, does anything looks like soul rings or?
Make an investigation check.
I would if roll 20 worked. There it goes. That is not the thing I
That's
clicked.
intimidation. All right.
Yep.
Nothing catches your attention as this is the stuff an artificer has on him.
So shall we check the closed ones? I mean, we can be stealthy, right?
Are we? But does it look fancy enough inside for like a high-ranked person?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh no.
This is where in Pathfinder you would roll knowledge nobility, which is
That's a
one of the skills
13.
that exist. 13. It looks like if Solring was really important, he wouldn't be staying here.
Well, we have the second part. If something sketchy might happen by some people, they might hold up here, in one of these closed areas.
That is true.
So we could bluff like Kingsguard checking in or
Neither of
train.
us are in uniform.
Crap.
And I don't exactly look like a maid. Neither do you.
I mean, that's easily fixed, but yeah, you're right. But we have to check those cards. How do you want to do this?
I mean, we could do the polite way. Hello, excuse me. I seem to have lost my child.
Oh,
She's
good
about
one.
this height.
That's a brilliant one. I changed into a tiefling female, just standing next to you.
I hope that is not my sister nor mother.
That was awesome.
Great. So we know other tieflings. Would you look at that? And Dumar is gonna knock on the first curtain one.
How do you knock on a curtain? Come on.
No, on the curtain. So like the one that is.
No, I was trolling. It's good.
I know.
So first one. Good.
Yeah, the closest one to us that we are currently standing.
Not now, I'm sleeping.
Hello, terribly sorry. Would you happen to know?
I don't.
Did you see?
Do we recognize,
Do you recognize
the
the voice?
No.
Okay, next one.
Sorry. Yeah, next one. I don't remember which one the curtain.
Yeah, you can both make a perception check.
All right.
All right. You walk over to the next one and try it again.
Yep.
Of course.
What do you want?
Terribly sorry. Would you happen to know where the rent? She's about to decide. I know you can see it because the curtain is right now pulled. About she wandered off about half
Give
an hour
me a
ago. I cannot.
moment. Give me a moment. And she closes the curtain. She didn't open the door, by the way. Just open the curtain. You see this noble woman. Make a perception check.
We're getting somewhere.
Alright, Dumar, you hear this woman on the other side say, "Yes, this is carriage 12B. I have two commoners at my door, and they are disturbing my slumber. Would request that some security is sent over to our hallway immediately." Oh, the other room also called about this. Alright, very well. Yes, thank you. Yes, I will keep my door locked. Be not worried. It's two tieflings, a red tiefling man, and I don't know how,
Blue.
and a blue tiefling woman. Yes, something about a child. Alright, thank you. No, I have not seen your child. I'm sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nix did not hear this.
Out? No, but I see Dumar do something.
Mhm.
What do you mean? The one on the right? It's not the one on the right?
No, we are blown. They called security. We have to get out.
Oh, fuck. Do you have something like invisibility?
No.
Hey, fuck. I just change again. Just norm and walking.
And walking.
So, which way? Double down or go back?
I mean, they already called, so they're important here. And she called us commoners, so I don't think we're allowed in the next carriage.
Crap.
You see, walking up to you, a woman in Breelish armor uniform, very nice tabard with sort of the bear of Breland on it, plate armor, a large sword at her side, a large shield on her back, and she sort of very calmly walks over to you guys. She has no weapons drawn, and she just says, "Hi, good afternoon. I had received information about some type of distress. Is everything in order?
No, not really, ma'am. We are terribly sorry to be interrupting, but my daughter, she ran away. She's about this height.
I'm sorry, but there are no children on board of this, right? I don't know how you
What do you
got
mean?
on.
I just got in on the last station and she was with me. What do you mean she's
Who
not
do you work
here?
for? And she pulls out a ledger. And why did they allow you to bring a child on the job?
I mean, I really don't have anyone else to leave her with, and this mission was supposed to be
Alright, ma'am.
important.
Who do you work for?
I work for Sir Jovi.
You work for Sir Jovi Grasson? How would Dumar know that he's on board of this train? You just shout this out, Jovi? Sir,
The first one on your mind,
sir,
Well,
Jovi.
you
his
work for
family's on
Jovi
here.
Grasson and he allowed you to bring a child on board? If I know one thing about this Lord Grasson, it's that he does not like children.
Well, I never said that he allowed me to. I just said that I work for him and I had to board the train and I didn't have anyone else to leave my daughter with, and I figured that she could get with me because the train is big and she could hide, but she hides so well I cannot find her now.
Right. Dumar may make a deception check.
You know, I would be up fighting more ancient dragons instead of this.
Makes us impressed.
Welcome to Social Encounters D&D.
This
Well,
is not
Dumar
social.
is-
This is anti-social.
Why is Dumar always panicking?
Because you are panicking.
That is
Deception.
I'm using Juvie again as a cover, that is. I cannot roll
I'm
my
still
roll
waiting for this
20.
deception check.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for my roll 20 to work. So we're all waiting because I cannot switch. That is Dragonfly does not. Why my sheet does not work?
Maybe a reload.
I'm afraid I will have to.
I'll pause the animation, maybe that'll make it faster for you.
No, I mean the internet is just slow today.
Oh, I didn't enable animated graphics. That's why it doesn't work.
Hmm.
Now it works. Whoops.
So,
All
which
right,
way is the run? Maybe the train's moving backwards. What the fuck?
No.
You had one job.
Wait, no, I want to pull out my dice for this
Oh.
one.
You might
Oh,
want
This
sure.
is
Fix
Yeah.
the 7.
You know how it works. If it doesn't work, there's a window.
So,
There's a way.
you want to stick with the 12?
uh
Take one of mine.
I pulled one of mine as well. Is another.
Take one
I already put mine. Wait.
This is a shit show, like usual.
I'm gonna use both. Fuck. That's a 15.
15, alright. She goes, very well, sir. Shall I take you to him?
I really would rather not see him right now. I mean, I still have to find my daughter, and then I have to explain myself to him.
You have the blue wristband, and from here you cannot get to where Mr. Igarasen is with a blue wristband. So I could lead you there, or you could stay here, but I ask that you don't bother the other guests.
I look at Nyx.
Don't bother other guests. I mean, come on. Everybody's trying to sleep. I already tried to tell you. It's not polite.
Do you know where the blue tiefling is that was
He was
described
just
to me?
worried. I saw someone go to the back, but I haven't paid that much attention. Just
Make a
heard a lot of
deception check,
commotion.
Nyx.
29.
Very well, I will go seek her, but I ask that you do not disturb any of the other sleeping people in this carriage, and that if you wish for an escort to Lord Irgrasen, that you speak to me on my way back.
No problem.
And then she sort of
just really
starts
emotional
checking
right now.
around, and she starts asking around here. You see her sort of like address all these people. Well, you don't see her technically, but she's gonna start addressing these people like, have you seen a blue tiefling? And they're like, no, no. So you have
Next
about a
carriage?
minute, probably.
What are we going to do? Dumar, now! Pick!
I don't know. I'm good at panicking, not making plans.
God damn it! Next
Why
cottage!
did we leave them alone?
Oh, like you're doing so well,
Yeah.
Yumi. Don't you dare!
I guess it's like, why did we go this way? The others probably have it way easier. Why are you time traveling?
We're doing great. This is us on the
Where's my
train all the time. Last time it also happened
Whenever I
like
get on the
this.
train.
Why
We're
do you
just
think I
yeah.
have an emotional support pillow with me? It's for all the chaotic fucking roleplay we have to do this session.
What are we going to do? Burst in? Go next? What do you want?
Well, we cannot move farther without the permission, and this is the only permission we can get, but also that means getting to fucking Jovi.
Oh, God. Never thought we had to pick between Jovi and this goddamn clusterfuck here. Can't you sense something? Can't you sense evil or something from one of these cottages? So we don't have to
Yeah,
open
I
them all.
sense Jovi in the next carriage. I am gonna use my divine sense.
Sure. You pick up on some type of celestial energy from Nyx. Not full celestial, just celestial energy. Nothing else.
I feel you, if that helps. Can you help us, please?
Yeah, I know I'm terrible. I know I'm terrible. God damn it. Hmm.
What
This
do I have?
just
What do
sucks.
I have? I have nothing.
I mean, God damn it. The others must have it so much easier. What the fuck?
Well, you guys
Don't
had a
This is-
minute, so at this point she comes back. You're still over here arguing in the hallway. She says, "Alright,
But
do you..."
silently.
Alright, yes. She says, "Alright, do you need an escort to Lord Eargrass? And I'm sure he will not be angry. If anything,
I
you will
mean-
have consumed so much alcohol he would have forgotten that you work for him."
Oh, he's already drunk. That
Already drunk. I have not seen this man sober. Unless that is just his personality, in which case he's very appalling.
Let's just do it. Yeah,
I feel I should confront him.
we take that.
Alright, very well.
Why am I willingly going to Jovi?
And she leads you ahead. So I will describe to you. I'm not going to move you guys because that's going to take way too long. I will describe to you the next carriage. So the next carriage is also a sleeper carriage. So for reference, in case you guys are keeping note, the back of the train is the cargo. Then there is sort of this very jovial card game, music playing cart. Then there is all the maids and butlers. And then there is this sleeper cart that you guys are currently in. Then the next cart is also a very similar sleeping cart where some of them are closed and some of them are open. And then she says, "All right, now stick close." And you come into a cart. Well, I could move you guys there just so you see the next few carts what they look like. So I'll just move you, I guess, down here to this one for an example. All three of the carts look like this. So they have a hallway sort of looping around in a U shape, and then two major rooms on both sides. On the one side that you're sort of not allowed to go toward, right? So you sort of see that there is a room over here, and then much further. So these are really large rooms. There's one room over here, and there's three of these carriages that you pass through. As you pass through the middle one of the three, um, you see not only one of these women, similar sort of armor and tabard style, you also see a warforged in the middle of these three fancy carts that you recognize as the personal attendant of the king. The warforged named Three. You have seen Three before when you met with the king previously when he told you to go to New Sire with Pater. Um, but you are being escorted by this woman, so Three doesn't necessarily think that you're important enough to pay attention to, so he's just sort of looking around to make sure there's no other threats, and you kind of keep moving, I assume, unless you want to interact at that point. So I will sort of put you here for now. So this is the... Oh, that's outside. So this is the middle carriage of the three fancier carriages.
No, I'm good at this point to
Yeah,
walk
you
on
guys just
further.
keep going?
Yep.
All right. And then you emerge into the dining carriage from there. Now, I am obviously curious what the other half of your heroic group has come up with in the meantime.
It's going
Okay.
great.
I'm gonna
Because this happens well before the other half of the team gets
Yep.
there.
scoot past Eris.
Mhm.
I'm gonna well, we had some sort of assignment, I guess, in a way, to get people who are important enough out there
Now
in
this
time.
doesn't make any sense. Because how would you have known?
We were
Who
only,
gave you this assignment?
I don't know.
It is a bit difficult to explain. May we let the other guests be in peace and we can talk normally, so that they can enjoy their time and we can explain.
He looks out into the room. Frankly, I think I would prefer to have this conversation here. If you are
can have
important
it.
figures that have information about the apocalypse, I feel like the noble people present in this room have the right to know what you know.
It is not about this. It is a bit more. Is a bit difficult and a bit different. I'm just looking out to not disturb the others in this cart. We don't have to leave, but just quiet, like come over.
Somewhere else, not
All right, make a persuasion check with advantage.
And of course, I talked. I'm such a dummy.
You got it. Do it. Oh, no.
I'll make it a 17 for with Flash of Genius.
All right, keep track of them.
I am. Nothing else. I only have 17.
He nods and he sort of like looks around the room and he does see that some of the people here are just annoyed. Like, not all of them are like curious about this. Mostly your moms are very much like, what the actual fuck is going on? All the others are sort of just a little bit more like, this is a bit crazy, this is a bit weird, like we're being disturbed while we're eating lunch. So he's going to sort of step off to the side here and sort of make sure you guys line up with him. And he just crosses his arms. So,
Willow, do you want to explain? Or should I?
The divination thing? Or are we doing the other thing?
I guess we just come forward. It is all. I want to be honest here. It's all to do with a lot of magic that we're not ourselves able to do. We
No.
would just send as somewhat of messengers, like Honorian.
Yeah, we were sent by someone who is a lot better at divination than, well, the three of us or the rest of our group you saw, to help in a way.
And
to
the
help
problem
me
is,
specifically.
it is not only
Not just you.
It is people bound by fate. I know it sounds weird, but it's an always continuing thing. It always happens at the same time. That's what I mean. It's too difficult to actually explain because I don't understand myself fully.
No.
Well, now, at
It is
this point, I feel like I must request at least information about why you are on this train. If something going to happen. Are you harbingers of doom?
Pretty much.
In a way, I guess.
No, it is not that we're harbingers of doom.
No.
It's that we're actually people who try to stop the danger from happening. So
Yes.
Why? What is going to be happening?
I want to be honest with you, but it is a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
And it might implode in itself if we tell you everything. We're trying to protect people, and nothing will happen if we actually.
If we get our job done, yes.
Very well. Well, that is my job. Should I come with you? Should I help you protect people?
Well, I feel if you are able to also keep an eye, do you have any ways of communication?
I am afraid I do not. I am but a simple warrior, a good one at that,
That's okay.
but I have no magic in my veins.
We could actually use your help.
Yes.
You're obviously a. Let me Brown knows you for a second. Very well-known and almost legendary person that is even bound by fate that we had to view.
Yes, after my country fell, my prince, no longer in need of such a esteemed knight, I swore my allegiance to the King of Breland. So if anything is happening to him on his train, I feel like I could help you.
Then we would like to request your help.
Yes.
Very
but
well.
but no, this is not a situation we knew was going to happen. So
No.
please be careful for whatever happens.
We
We're
don't
looking
know
for
what
very-
will happen.
Alright, you
We
might
just
want
need
to
to keep an
explain that
eye
to the
on-
women at that table. And points over to the table where all your moms are currently still looking at you guys, sort of leaning back.
Vaughn is just like, why?
It's my mom. Dumar's
Oh.
mom.
Oh! He just instantly like freezes like, oh! Yeah, I could have told you, but you know.
Kaori's mom.
Well, seemingly they're acquaintances, and we should explain at least a little bit to them, but it would
Very
be pretty
well.
easy.
Should I make my way over to the king's side, just in case?
No, whoever,
Just
whatever we're
keep
trying
on
to
your normal route. Do not raise any alarms.
You got it.
exactly, because if whatever is okay, he's just leaving. Good.
He's a
We've
good
already
knight.
drawn enough suspicion to ourselves. At this point, we should pretend
We
like
are
it's
aware.
normal, right?
We
Nothing to
this.
worry about. Thank you for coming to our performance. Wonderful bards that we have invited here tonight. And
Well,
all
we'll
people
just
sort of
like
Yes, because that doesn't raise suspicion.
yes. No,
Okay.
this is very normal.
So I guess we should talk to your parents.
At this
then.
point, you see the door at the other end of the carriage open. You see a woman step in, behind her, Dumar and Nyx. And she says, "Oh, he's right over there," and gestures over to Jovi. Now, at this point, some people do look the other way, curious who just came in.
My question is Jovi sitting at the table with my mom and sister?
What do you
Yes.
see?
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm.
Of course.
Oh, you're over here. That's why I didn't see anything. That makes sense.
Mhm. Yes.
Directly besides.
Oh shit.
Besides Peter.
Peter, the ambassador to New Sire.
Why? Is...
Also, you'd recognize this man. He was at the party on the boat. His sister
Is it-
eloped with
Oh,
a
yeah.
with a trainish,
Oh right.
and you
that
killed
guy.
Mercutio. He was at that party.
We didn't kill Ragush.
Willow did.
Who? What? Me? No, not me.
Anyway,
Like-
you guys are now all here. Yeah, and then Knight, she sort of waits for you guys to make your way over to Jovi.
Thank you. You have been really helpful. And apologies again as he goes towards that table.
Yes.
I want to just watch what happens. To be
But
fair.
Vaughn
Now
is
I
just
get
like,
to use my button.
Which button?
Everyone click it, please. Everyone use the button. It's there for your pleasure.
Do
Timar!
I
What
hate
are
this.
you doing here? I'm very sorry, Lord.
I
Ear-
do have some
Lord
explaining to do.
Earcrossen, they were in the back looking for his missing son and was very distressed. and I
Daughter.
just wanted to missing child, and I just wanted to make sure that this person works for you. And then she sort of like looks at him like, is this a criminal or does this person work for you?
Dumar looks at Nezes, not Jovi, at Nezes with like, please. I will explain.
Nessus lays her hand on Jovi's hand and sort of like holds it very lovingly and says, Why, thank you very much, miss. Yes, this is in fact a man that works for us. And you see Jovi look over at Nessus, and she gives him a wink, and he sort of nods, and he's like, yes, it is Dumar, my favorite butler. I'm very sorry to hear your child has run away, but rest assured, I have my best people on the case.
The Marston are all
I
red.
was just leaning on Vaughn and just almost trying to not laugh her ass off.
You have done a very good job, miss, bringing them here. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. You may go. Alright. She leaves.
Tomorrow's gonna wait until she leaves the wagon and then sits down on the bed.
Your mom says, my baby boy, come sit here. And explain to me what is going on. Please.
Hello, mother.
Hello, my son.
To the rest of you. It's pleasure meeting you. I'm sorry for that.
Yes,
Currency
scoot over,
are
lady.
meeting.
Scoot over. The lady scoot over and allow you to sit next to your mom.
I'm terribly sorry for the I'm losing English right now.
Aveliel turns to Unix and says, don't you stand there, sit.
Yes, we have been in kind of a situation ourselves where we should have not been. And yeah, we just needed the rescue. But it's great seeing you, and you, sis.
Yes, you're welcome, by the way. You owe me one. Yes, you owe
Yes,
us
I do.
one.
Yes, I
Maybe
do.
you could, and he looks at Nezes and she sort of like nods, officiate the wedding. They both
wedding.
pull a face like, how exciting is this news?
So
They're both
I
like,
would love to. I would love to.
See,
When's
I
the
told
wedding
you he'd
happening?
do it. We really didn't need to pull the favor for this.
Oh, you already did.
I can see Dubai like, yes, great.
Speaking of weddings,
Oh, fuck. Serious now?
Dumar is gonna wave at
Nick, my
the rest
son,
of the.
no swearing, please.
What?
Eveliel says, my son, no swearing, please. As he says, oh fuck, we're doing this now, she goes, no swearing, please.
Mhm.
And then Willow's
No,
mom says, yes,
no,
my
no, no,
daughter
no.
has such a loud mouth these days. She didn't learn that from you, did she?
No,
Speaking
I.
of, Willow, honey, why don't you come sit with us for a moment and explain what just happened?
Yes, Mama.
Dumar looks at the rest of the party. Oh, you fucked up as well. Good to know.
Eris and Vana
Arpira
just
stands up, only looks at the people at this table, and they all sort of like are shaken for a moment, nod to her, and then move this table over against the table you're already sitting at, and then they all sit at another table, sort of make awkward eye contact with these other people whom they don't know.
I mean, how is this more scary than two ancient dragons?
It's my mother.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
Eris and Vana just standing beside each other like, what is happening?
Dumar is gonna
Okay.
stand up. Excuse me for just a second, and go up to Van.
Well,
Honey,
Oh, if you're gonna
This
go
is
that
not how
way,
I want
Dumar,
to-
honey, you should ask your friends to come sit with us.
I will. I'm just gonna go grab them
Yes.
real quick.
Yes, friends.
This is not the way I wanted to introduce you
Yes.
to my family.
Wonderful.
But it's happening, and I'm sorry for the entrance I made. It was not planned.
we just diffused a thing.
I see you're doing just as well as we are.
We are not good at planning stuff.
Oh no, planning goes great. Executing the plan is the problem.
Well,
He extends his hand.
I take an Eris like, I'm joining too. It's just doing like this and going with.
As they approach the table, Dumar will push Van just to have a step front. Mom, I would like to introduce to you my husband, Van.
It is a
Oh.
pleasure.
Is this the handsome man you sent me letters about?
Yes.
I thought you
that
said
is
he got
handsome.
turned into dust.
That is a complicated love story for another time.
Ezra stands up and she says, I love him! Congratulations, I have a new brother! And she makes her way around the table and she hugs you, Vaughn.
Yeah, Ares just getting out of the way, like, whoop!
Welcome to the family. My name is Nezis. Oh, and this
Vaughn,
is my fiancée, Jovi.
it's nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, it's a pleasure indeed. You married Dumar voluntarily. Yes. Jovi,
Yeah,
Jovi, we talked
very
about
funny.
this. Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Very funny, my lord. Just looks at Dumar like,
Tomorrow is holding your hand a bit
Such
tighter than
manners,
he
I
did
see
a
why
minute
you-
ago.
Such manners. I see why you could fall for some men like this, Dumar.
Wait,
No.
sorry, my internet cut out. Did he insulted me or Van?
No,
You.
he complimented Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want me to say it
It
again?
just
He said,
felt.
That was
Such
It just
unexpected.
felt
man.
like an insult.
Such manners. I can see why you would fall for a man like this, Dumar, is what he said. So it's a
It
compliment.
does sound like an insult.
It's,
Yeah.
no, everything Jovi says sounds sarcastic. That's sort of his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that among many other reasons.
Now, I hope you don't mind explaining, enlightening us further, Ed, Arfira, and Avelio. Why are you on this train? We were just coming to Salvation to see you.
well,
You could say we got too excited about meeting you again.
Just a quick check. Is anybody from the other tables looking this way, like eavesdropping?
Yes.
Of course. But anyone in like a oh shit, we've been found out way, you know? Kind of.
Yeah, make an insight check on the nobles.
By the way, after this conversation, could we wrap up?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll give it a flash of genius.
Alright, so Willow is trying to clock the nobles sort of in this carriage currently, who might or might not be listening in. So the Flash of Genius makes it a what?
23.
Okay. You clock no suspicious behavior other than nobles looking to gossip.
That's on brand.
Well, I guess, yeah. Why
So
not
I
just...
guess we're packing up next time here, or do we want to maybe roleplay channel this one a little bit so you guys have time to think about what you're saying?
Oh,
before
we
saying
could
that?
roleplay that, yes, please.
Hey, I feel like we did that guy pretty well.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, it's nice to have actual roleplay sessions sometimes.
Mhm.
Just sort of hang
Yeah.
out and do some actual roleplay where people are like, meaningful interaction. So I would be fine if we save this until next week as well. Let's just
Can save it as well.
see if everyone has time, see how the dice rolls, as we say. Alright?
Check.
Mhm.
check.
Sure.
Sure.
Alright, well, in that case, thank you all of Uni's friends for watching, and yes, for 2 years from now. Thank you all for watching. We should name this episode. What do we think? I'm thinking Chaos on the Orient Express, but that feels
Again.
a bit too on the nose. Yeah, exactly.
Part 2.
Or
Yeah.
just, can we please fight dragons again?
Social
Yeah, that's
awkward? Ooh.
This party did not invest into social skills. Our characters might have, but
Socially
we did
awkward,
not.
Don't know her.
Proficiency in awkwardness.
Good
Yeah.
plan, bad execution.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the party in which 4 out of 5 have proficiency in persuasion?
Listen, just because my character does.
Yeah, exactly.
doesn't mean I do.
That's the big
Oh,
problem
that
with,
is the
with
episode
Charisma.
title. Just because my character is charismatic does not mean I am. No, that's too long. We'll brainstorm it a little bit. You guys see it on the video. Alright, catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.